just went crazy.
No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man? No strings attached on a Wednesday night, man. Y'all know how we do. We back at y'all one more time, dog. On a serious note, though, tonight, man. Usually we come at y'all, man. You know how we do. We talk about relationships and the culture. Right now, man, the culture is hurting, right? You dig? The country is hurting. Black folks specifically are hurting, right? So we gonna talk about it, man. Justice for George Floyd. We touched on it a little bit last week on Wednesday, but we want to get all the way into it this week, man. We decided to, kind of scrap a little bit of the fun that we usually have on the show. Although we might have a joke here or there, you know what I mean. But we want to have a conversation. I want to have an exchange of ideas between everybody, man. I'm not gonna pretend I have the answers. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for rocking with us. We want y'all to jump into the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Rate, comment, subscribe. If you want to jump into the chat, let us know. I'm even cool with this tonight because, again, this is literally just an open forum for black folk, right? For people who want to talk about what's going on, man. I'm going to literally put the damn Zoom information into the chat here in just a second. So if you'd want to jump on, man, you can just jump on right there. Now, listen. If you get to talking reckless, I'm gonna ship your ass out. But you'll get your chance. You understand? So if you're looking at the screen right now, right? I got a couple other people on right now already with us, man, because they wanted to come on and join in the conversation. My only thing I want to say, right, is that I know that this conversation can potentially get heated. Not everybody's gonna agree. That's fine. People, this nigga's choking. People got different ideas. That's encouraged to have different ideas because I don't think any one person has the answer. I just ask that everybody is respectful, right? We let people finish whatever they're saying. If you want to jump in, you know what I'm saying, we're going to give you a chance to jump in. I'm the moderator, so I got a mute button. I don't want to have to use the motherfucker, but, I can mute y'all little niggas. And I will. There you go. Talk that shit, Mo. But I want everybody to be respectful, man. If you disagree with somebody, that's fine, but we can disagree. It's a way you can disagree, right? So we can disagree without being disagreeable. You understand? And other than that, I think that's about it, man. Hopefully everybody's good, man. And let's just get right into it. Fuck it. We know what it is. Let me say this before we get started. It looks like the charges were upgraded on the one officer to second degree murder. Correct? Am I right on that, Mo?
Yeah.
Right.
That got updated to second degree, and the other 3 officers have now officially been charged. So at least all 4 right now have been charged and in jail. So I'm gonna kick back, man, because I really want to listen. I'm not gonna jump in too much. I really want everybody to exchange ideas. We'll kind of go around, let everybody say their piece. If you want to respond to something somebody said, we'll do that. But first, I just want everybody to kind of go around first, say whatever they want to say, man. I really want to try to be. Fuck you, nigga. I really want to try to be.
Oh no, man.
No. I'm messing with you, dog. I really want to try to be solution oriented as much as we can tonight, right? Because I think we all know the issue, right? But the way I want to kick it off is that we just go with everybody, let you say your piece of what you think about what's going on, and what you think we can do kind of moving forward, right? And we'll just kind of volleyball it around from there. So since she's outnumbered, I do want to go to my sister Mo, my right hand man on the show. Sister Mo, talk to me, man. What's going on right now, man?
What's good, y'all? Welcome to this serious conversation. But I mean, shit, it's a lot of different emotions kind of going on right now. I think a lot, or not everybody in the Black community is very heavy-hearted. Like, I'm going through like regular day shit with really heavy heart right now. My city's kind of been on some protests and shit. I got out there, I forgot what day it was, but so far, I mean, it seems like Texas isn't going to be doing too much with the National Guard and curfews yet, but it's just kind of crazy how, like, the more it continues with the protesting and all the stuff going on, like, just how much more they're trying to restrict us, you know what I'm saying? Like, slowly but surely. So, I don't know, it's really kind of hard to express, like, the feeling is just angry, hurt, sad, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, it's a lot going on, so...
I'm with you, Mo. It's a lot, man. It is a lot of emotions. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple other people jumping up in here, man. If you just jumping in, I'm gonna put y'all on mute as y'all get situated. Yeah, see, I gotta put niggas on mute. You see, I gotta put niggas on mute as y'all jump in and get situated. But we deep off. I just want everybody to see we deep off up in here though, man. We gonna be deep up in here tonight.
Deep off in
We
this.
rolling deep,
Deep
in
off
this
in
hole
here.
tonight. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
fit
Yeah,
three.
I won't be talking much.
Yeah.
Let me get my lighting right then.
Yeah. Again, I just want to say, man, if everybody who just joined us, we gonna have a good time tonight. We gonna exchange information. I just ask that everybody be respectful, that we let everybody finish. You say your piece. People can disagree without being disagreeable. You dig what I'm saying? I don't want to squash nobody's passion though. If you want to be passionate, go in. You dig what I'm saying? But right now, what we're doing is we just kind of just passing it around for right now. I don't want motherfuckers to be too long-winded when they start talking. Don't give a goddamn dissertation at this point. But we're going to bounce it around, though. So Sister Mo said her piece. Blake, you in the middle, so we're just going to roll with you right now. Blake, holla at me, man.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I want to more so like kind of piggyback because what you asking us like initial thoughts about
Yeah.
going on and what I actually think is just like right now in the moment.
Yes, nigga.
I mean, it looks crazy, of course, but what's even crazier is the amount of white people that's really doing the looting and fucking jumping shit off. I want to know what the reason is that they're out there. Because it's got to be a different reason. It's definitely a different reason, but like, why? Because when you see people looting, man, it's a lot more pale people out there more so than black cats doing that shit. So that's what really tripping me out.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Oh, my bad. Hold on. My bad. I was muting everybody else. I muted my nigga Chris Blake. My bad, pimp.
That's all good, bro. But just like as far as what happened to Floyd, man, I mean, come on, this shit was mad ugly, man. I never looked at the tape or looked at the video because I can't look at that. I can't watch that shit, man. Terrible. But, I mean, shit, who got the answers, really, you know?
Yeah, man. We going to talk about it, man. We going to get into it. We got my homeboy Trail in here tonight as well with us. Trail, holla at me, dog. Unmute yourself, dog. Hold on, I got you. Go ahead.
You don't tell me to unmute myself. What's good with you?
You got it, man.
Man, how I feel about right now, how the feeling is, man, right now, I mean, it is what it is, pretty much. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no feeling to the right or to the left. It is what it is. It's the same as yesterday, the day before, last year, the year before. So ain't no point in getting, you know what I'm saying, what we gonna do about it. That's one matter.
I'm with you. I feel you, man. That's what it's really about. We're going to get there. I just want everybody to kind of go through, get their opening. Is JC in here? Hold on. Unmute yourself, though. I got to mute y'all because y'all got too much background goddamn noise. Unmute yourself, JC. Or don't, nigga. Go ahead. Can you hear me? Go ahead, JC.
All right. Well, this is what I think about what's going on right now with this time. I believe that racism has always existed. The only difference between now and then is the fact that we got cameras to record everything. That's the only difference. I believe that this nation, they've allowed this the technological advancement to take over what we call or what we should appreciate as family time. We use technology for all the wrong reasons instead of being able to use it as a platform to improve our society. And that's the difference between now and then, just the technological advancement. Racism is always, it's always existed. It's one of the worst things about the human race is the fact that we have hatred towards one another instead of building one another up. That's what I think.
My man. All right. Dante, what's good, man?
That's good. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, how I feel about what's going on right now? Honestly,
No. Don't be honest, nigga. Go ahead.
I mean,
I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
I like the way everybody come together, but my more concern is like, honestly, like, what's gonna happen after that? Are they gonna keep up the same energy in the next month, the next 2 months? Like, I mean, I won't exaggerate right now, but what's gonna keep going after this? When they get convicted, when they get 5-10 years, or they don't get convicted, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Is it gonna be in the wash? Are we gonna keep going? You know what I'm saying? Community, as individuals, as families. That's what I'm more concerned about.
My man, I'm with you, dog. Who else we got in here? Oh, my man Lionel's in here. Lionel, what's good?
What's good, fam? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Oh, what's good, family? It's great to be here. But you already know how I feel. You already know how I'm coming. I feel like It's beautiful energy I'm seeing. Liberation is necessary. If anything, I feel like this repeated offense of like murder on like national TV of black people is the biggest sign of oppression. Like we are still in the same fucking boat. Like we may not be doing shackles and doing cotton, but we're doing bullshit and doing bullets to the head and shit like that and knees to the throat. So it's like really time to get in our bag and just like we wouldn't accept this shit from our own, so we can't accept this from another. And
That's real shit. Real shit, Lionel. Real shit. Who else we got in here? I think we got one more. Oh, my man Teeth. Teeth, what's good? We got Teeth in here. Let me see. Let me unmute this nigga, man. I think he the one came in with all the ruckus.
What's the deal?
You got it.
I think, you know, I don't know. I'm not really for the riding, to be honest. But, you know, I respect the passion of the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with the sentiment of everybody on the board, man. Like, shit is fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, man. Well, here we go. We finna get it in now, right? Everybody got their little. Let everybody get their little intro. Let me. If you mute it, I'm trying to go through and unmute everybody. God damn it. Yeah, everybody should be unmute. If you're not, unmute yourself. Look at your phone. Unmute yourself if you on mute. And yeah, man. I think Dante brought it up. I think maybe everybody touched on it. Let's go to solutions then. Like we know right now, right? Everybody's upset, rightfully so. The protests, I think everybody can agree, are necessary. But where do we go from here? What should be the move? And I don't care whoever want to jump it off.
I think that as a society, we should definitely not be looting. This burning down businesses and stuff like that. That's not doing any type of justice. It really is not. It's not helping out our community. All you're doing is setting back the people that worked hard to get to where they are. I think that we're being immature as a society when it comes to the looting and rioting part. The protests are always welcome. I think that peaceful protests should be taking place instead of all this burn down your brother's business and burn down your sister's business, something that they've worked too hard to get to. I think right now we're just hurting as a nation, man. We're just hurting as a nation, and it's on all parts. It's on all parts.
Dig that. Not everybody at once. God damn it. Somebody go ahead. Who was jumping
I
in?
got a question for him, bro.
Cut people off.
I got a question for him, bro.
Okay, nigga. Go ahead.
So you say the riot and the looting ain't the way, and I feel you. I'm with you on that to a certain extent. But you know, they done came peaceful for a long time. They done marched, they done did the whole nine. They done act nicely, they done kneeled, they done did to nobody, they done did all that. So with that being said, what do you suggest other than what they doing to get their attention now?
That's what I'm down for the rising. I'm down for the violence too, to be real. But I'm down with organization, bro. The difference between now and the 60s, bro, is it was a little more organized. It was collectives, units, different groups that was like organized and stuff. You feel me? So we was gonna get ran down on the city, and nigga, we knew this group of people about to get ran down on the city. You feel what I'm saying? Even right now, if we wanted to keep it real gangster, we could activate some of these gang cells and say, we want this Target done, we want that Walmart done, this is that politician's house, this is that judge's house, and we could really get funky. You feel me? But this foolishness, it's the real people that's really about that action on the opposition, they laughing at us. They like, oh yeah, okay, we got them. We thought they was gonna do something, but yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Now we take that cartel, mafia, La Costa Nostra approach. I bet you it'd be a lot of respect going around here, player. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. I'm not with the foolishness. I'm not act like a monkey. I'd rather be a gorilla. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where I stand with it.
Hold on, before anybody go, let me let my sister Mo get in here. Mo, you got anything?
As far as like the rioting,
yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily condone, but I understand I mean, people are angry, you know what I'm saying? And not to mention, it's in the midst of people being out of work, people having to struggle with money. There's a lot of stressors on people right now. And then this to add on top of it, it's like almost like, what do y'all expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact of the matter is that a lot of people make a point where it's like, where is writing even really learned from? Because what was the things that people was doing back in the old days whenever they couldn't get their way? They was writing. They was fucking shit up. But whenever it's the black community, which technically in a lot of cases it's not the black community, there are a lot of white people out there. There are like undercover cops out there damaging shit. Like there are people in real life like getting shit on camera of people doing things, setting up things for like the bricks, or what was that thing that I seen of them like setting up pallets of bricks for people to throw at shit, like they're almost like enticing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they want people to write, and it's like that. I don't feel like that was originally the idea. You know what I'm saying? And it still technically isn't all the way around, but I don't know. I feel like I agree with Trail. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what else we supposed to do? Shit, like. And even with the peaceful protesting, there have also been a lot of stories too of people peacefully protesting and still getting messed with. So
So you
there,
justify,
there's
so
really
you
key.
justify, so you justify burning down your brother's business. You justify burning down people who worked hard for their business. You justify that, okay? I don't think
I'm
so.
not saying that it's
Um,
okay. Like I said, I don't condone it. I understand though. That's what I said.
no,
Because
no,
what like
I'm
the
saying
original
collectively.
thing is that whenever it came to the what I was seeing as far as like what looting and things like that, it was more aimed at the bigger corporations, the white corporations, et cetera, et cetera. That was like the idea was to not put it in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people were fucking up doing that. And but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that I'm out there, what I'm saying, fucking shit up too. But it's like, what I'm saying, where people go from there. And like I understand what you're saying, JC, about like my brother's business and things like that. But as far as like I said, with the shit that I've been seeing, like a lot of that is not being done by the black community and the protesters.
No, and I speak collectively. I speak as a nation. I don't speak as just towards one race in specifically. I'm talking about everybody's in this. Everybody's rioting. Everybody's looting, and I think it's wrong. I think it's definitely wrong because you want this. You want your and and I say this obviously in a general statement. You want your financial stability to grow. You wanna be somewhere financially. How can you do that when you burning other people's businesses down? The money's not going to circulate. You're not going to be able to, from an economic standpoint, you're not going to be able to grow anything because you're damaging everything that you're damaging every single livelihood that you live off of. You know what I'm saying?
Let me piggyback on this too. And this why I don't really condone rioting neither. Because we didn't plan to riot. You feel me? Negro number 558 got murdered, and then we finally did something. You feel me? So it wasn't like we
Already.
was on something. We
Exactly.
wasn't on nothing, fool. This is, you know what I'm saying? If we was on something, we would have ride on all them other boys who was really innocent on some, didn't do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Not that none of them did nothing, but I'm saying, dog, we nigga, this 6 years old, people been doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Murdering
Yeah.
these people. And now finally, because the dude sat and didn't do a thing for 8 minutes. We talking about this dude. Now you seen how swole that boy was. At any moment he could have gave some pushback, and it wouldn't have been an 8-minute knee on his neck.
Yeah. I'm
That's
with
why,
you. I'm with you.
that's why
Hey,
everybody
Hey,
right.
but hold on though. We can't
They,
forget
they
he
right.
had like 3 or 4 people on him, bro.
I,
That
I
again,
didn't
true?
put up a good fight. I'm just saying, bro, the fashion in which he died is what made everybody riot. It wasn't the fact
right.
that it was another nigga got killed. It was the fact that, okay, he didn't do nothing. He laid down. You know what I mean? Like, come on. A dude shouldn't have to call for his mama for us to ride. Is all.
But see,
Question.
that's where I make my point about a lot of things going on as far as what the recent events have already been happening. We got coronavirus going on. We got the stress of that, like shit going on in the city. We have what I'm saying, people that are out of work, people that don't got money. People are anxious right now. Like we were always already on edge, and I feel like that's the reason why there's such a big reaction right now because literally so many people, if they're not just going back to work and getting back into their regular day life, like they're still at home, not living their regular day life, like. I can understand people getting antsy. That's why I'm saying I understand where y'all are coming from, saying like this has happened years and years and years. But I think that's really where it kind of stems from, where people are just ready to react because there has been a lot of shit going on while coronavirus has been going on people been at home. Y'all see like people getting canceled, people getting exposed, getting all kinds of stuff going on in the media. So that's what people are paying attention to right now. That's all they kind of have, if that makes sense.
Hey, let me say this real quick.
Hey,
Let me say this. I'm gonna let you run. I'm gonna let you run. Let me jump in the chat though, real quick. My man AJ was in the chat. He said, anybody who's in San Antonio, this is from AJ. He said that San Antonio has they got a curfew right now for downtown San Antonio that's running from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. He said that the penalty is $1,000 and up to 180 days in jail. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah, Memphis got a curfew too, 10 to 6.
yeah. So they
Everywhere or just in certain parts?
well, it should be yeah. I think it's everywhere in
Is it
Memphis, right?
everywhere?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is it-
everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
For
shit.
some reason, I guess in San Antonio, they restricted it to downtown, like downtown specifically. They like it's a curfew and they throwing out a fine. So y'all boys keep y'all eyes open. And then Zach Miller jumped in here. Zach, listen, you writing paragraphs, my G. I can't with the paragraphs. But the homie Zach, I'm gonna read 2 of your 5 paragraphs, my G. He said that I know people don't want to hear this, but it's not going to be a fix overnight. It takes love. It takes all of us raising our kids correctly, teaching them not to hate, bringing family values back. The homes cracking down on justice. Cops should suffer the same type of punishment for killing a citizen, as a citizen should suffer from killing a cop. Even though it happens a lot, it's a small number of cops. So that was from
my
Zach.
next question though, yo. Let me get this out.
Yes,
So I
sir.
was talking to my
That's
homeboy.
the solution right there.
Yeah, but I was talking to my homeboy that's a cop today, right? And he made a good point. And I was like, okay, it made me think about it. So when we see these type of killings by police, we see like the worst shit ever, right? You know what I mean? It's like 4 or 5 times a year. Not to say it's small, but like think about how many encounters did not go like that. So it's like we see the worst. It's put in our face. But like how many encounters actually go as like, because I've never had an encounter like that. Not to say it don't happen because it hasn't happened to me. But think about how many times does that really happen? We just see the worst of that shit.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, 1 is too many. 1 too many.
Not necessarily, man. That shit gonna
I
happen.
mean, then you got to think
happen.
about it. I mean, one is 1 too many when you ain't doing nothing at all.
Listen,
you ain't
Trent.
doing nothing. That's 1 too many.
In actuality,
So out of 10,000 pullovers, 10,000 encounters with police, 1 that looks fucked up.
Bro,
I think we got to consider that.
Day,
and
at
that,
the
and
end
what
of
if
the
that
day,
one is your brother?
if you ain't done nothing and somebody on your neck, or you a little kid playing with a BB gun and the police pull up shooting you while the car's still riding, like when you doing this back to back to back, let's not act like when this was going on, when they was killing 3 and 4 of us a month. You understand what I'm saying? When they tell you to, okay, I got a gun license, let me get it, reach for it, then shoot you. You feel me? So we can't play them numbers game and let them get us messed up in the head about the numbers game.
And that's the thing. They're getting us
This is
messed up in the
perfect
head.
example.
Hold on. One at a time. One at a time. Go ahead, Chris. We got you next, Dante. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's the media that's really pumping that shit extra hard. It's ugly as fuck. Don't get me wrong. It's very ugly. I'm not denouncing that, not denying that at all. But we got the corona shit going on. People broke. Then they put this out here. It's like, to get away from corona, it's like, show them killing niggas, for lack of a better term. And it's like, but it doesn't happen as often as I think we feel like it happens because we see the ugliest of that shit.
So out
We see
of
the
all the
ugliest of
things
it.
in the
listen.
world with the coronavirus going on, we gonna show killer niggas. That's where we at with
I don't know
it.
why they chose that. I don't know why they
That's
chose
where
that.
we at with it. All right.
Check it out.
I don't know why they chose that.
Hey, to the
Hold on. I said Dante next. Go ahead, Dante. Go ahead,
Oh, my
Dante.
bad.
Hey, you got to remember the law, man. No matter what, if you kill somebody, if you rob somebody, whatever you do, when the police come get you, if you surrender on point, I don't care what you did, you have the right to a fair trial. See what I'm saying? So what about that dude
Say
that
no
killed,
more.
killed all them black people in that church? You know what I'm saying? They went and got him, they handcuffed him nicely, got him Burger King and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what.
Got that man Burger King before he went to jail. You hear me?
Well, no matter what you do, if you surrender when the cops come, if you surrender and they take you in, you know what I'm saying? You have the right to a fair trial. The police should decide your fate.
Ain't that what they say?
That's what they say.
Hold on, Trail. Are you P Diddy right now, nigga? You doing ad libs? This nigga started doing ad libs.
I was going to take that like a motherfucker.
Take that.
I thought we were going to stop or something. Like,
Nah, I ain't P Diddy, but I'm just saying, like,
Doing
I
ad
don't
libs.
like when they play that numbers game, which one try to get you messed up in the head. You feel me? Because that's all a deploy. Just like all this riding stuff going on, this is a deploy to get you. They got our mind off what's really going on. No different when your boy was kneeling down. They wanted to make it about the flag. We can't get, you know what I'm saying, sidetracked by what the issue is and start getting on this other stuff and then going against each other. But I'm gonna say this though, one thing about it, two things for sure. You can't push me and get mad when I slap you. You feel me? We've been pushed for too long. So when we slap back, hey man, we slapping five these folks. So however it go, you might get mad, it might be wrong, but all through history, go back. I challenge anybody to this. Go through history. Blood shed when times change. It's casualties of war. It might sound fucked up, but it is what it is. That's what's in your history books, and that's what made America. Y'all want to make it great? We gonna make it great. You heard me.
There you go. Words to live by, goddammit. Let me say this. Let me reset real quick, man. If you just joined the show, man, no strings attached. We're having a conversation about, obviously, about the George Floyd situation and just injustice overall, right? The protests, the riots, whatever you want to call it. We having a conversation, man. We got an open forum right now. Y'all keep jumping in that chat, making it liver than what it was. We just throwing it around, man. Listen, if you listen to this show, man, we ain't got no motherfucking no celebrities, no entertainers. We just everyday people, man. Right? That's just exchanging information. We trying to do the best that we can with what we can. Hopefully, man. I told Mo and everybody else this in the group chat that me and Mo and the crew for the show was in. I was like, yo, worst case scenario, this shit just turns into a counseling session for all I ask, because I think even though it's a stigma that black folks don't like counseling and all that shit.
Motherfucker, I ain't crazy.
I know, right? But at this time, I feel like, goddamn, maybe all of us need some counseling, because this shit is damn near on some PTSD shit, right?
I got a question though.
Go ahead, my G.
Like, out of all of us, like, who has had an encounter with the police that have not, I mean, of course not to that extent, but that has been like, you know, you got roughed up, you got beat up or some shit like that. You felt like you were unfairly treated. Oh, sorry, I had it. And not to say it don't
all
happen,
of us, all of us who grew up in '80s done did that. That ain't even a question.
I think personally, I wasn't like roughed up, but I feel like I was asked to do a lot more than necessary on a traffic stop because I was speeding, but I was apparently drunk when I wasn't drunk.
I got something. So one time I'm in a car. I'm in Beaumont, Texas. Pull me, another guy over. He black. He about 5'6". I'm 6'3", about 260. So we get out the car. I got my license. I got paperwork. I got everything. I'm good. My dude got a fake license, right? They talking to him, asking him. He lying to the cops and everything. At the time while they talking to him, he put me in handcuffs and everything. I'm asking him, sir, am I being detained? What did I do? I know I'm good. You just ran me. He said, you want honesty? He said, you just too big for me. Just sit here for a second.
That wasn't polite. I mean, because, I ain't saying it was right, but I'm asking, like, that wasn't no bad encounter, though. What happened after that? Don't really sound like it's a bad, because, you said 6'3", 250, nigga, I almost pull out my pistol. I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
No, but you signed up for that job. That's your job, right? So you know what's gonna come with it. So we got out the car. Hey, we polite everything. My dude is lying over there. They can't really find out what's going on with him. He brought my stuff. I'm good. So you telling me because of my size and how I look, I get to get put in handcuffs and my paperwork is good and everything because you're scared and you signed up to take that job? That's my fault.
It's not even.
He's saying that,
but it's not even that he's scared.
There's some iffy shit going on, right?
They're trying to take control of the situation before it gets out of hand, which I understand because my uncle's an NYPD officer, and I've known there's things that he's told. There's stories that he's told me about people that he has to detain for the moment just so that it don't get out of hand because the other person is suspicious. You know
total strangers at the end of the day, right? Total strangers.
Yeah, total strangers at the end of the day, and you know, and in my opinion, because I worked for Brinks for a long time. At the end of the day, I just want to get home to my family, and if that's me working at Brinks, imagine how a police officer feels. You know what I mean? And I'm not justifying the brothers in blue or however they want to call themselves. I'm just saying,
not at all.
It's better to take control of the situation before it gets out of hand than to have to deal with the consequences. It's better to be proactive than it is to be reactive. You know what I'm saying?
But
Hey,
So
let
in
me,
other words,
let me
nobody's
say
had
this.
like a really bad encounter. I'm assuming nobody's had
nah,
like a bad
nah,
encounter.
Not to that
I've,
extent.
I didn't have
I've
plenty bad.
never, I've never
Waiting to
had
talk.
any bad encounter with the police.
Chief, I think you have.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
well, hopefully it don't happen to nobody. I'm
Hold
just
hold
asking
on,
because
hold
Chris
I'm
on.
Blake,
saying
he's
like
talking.
Yeah, hold
I
on,
ain't hear
Chris
nobody.
Blake.
Somebody there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
okay.
go ahead, T.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Shoot,
So,
go ahead.
Trell, you know more than anybody because how close we was, bro. When we was in A League, as an adult, it took me look like in my 30s to realize, bro, them police was terrorizing us, dog. We wasn't doing nothing, bro. Just think about how many run-ins we had with the police in middle school and high school, bro. We was not doing nothing,
I had too many of them. Too many.
bro. And think about what I'm saying, bro. Think about what I'm saying. It's white boys out. They don't have no perception. They would never be able to understand how 15, 14, 16, we was being police, bro.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a situation. I don't know if you remember this. Since y'all, I don't know if you was there, Robert Teeth, you can remember this. Tell me what you think about this. I'm coming down Sinai one night. Right down, the police pulled me over right across the street from the A&W. They go in my car. They go everywhere searching and shit. They don't find nothing. My nigga come back to the car, make me take my shirt off. Want to take pictures of my tattoos, this, that, and the third. So I'm gonna put you on the gang file. Woo,
It
woo,
ain't
woo.
tattoo. It ain't even no
Nigga,
game.
at this point in time, I think I'm about 16, 17, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, you know what I'm saying? I did it, got in the car, boom, shoot off. We go do what we do after we pick up. I ain't think nothing about it. I go home, I tell my T lady what happened. She smooth, go straight the fuck out. Me not knowing, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing but a trick bag to throw you up in that little system, you know what I'm saying, to get you in that loop. You might not have had a physical altercation with them, you feel me? But it's just little shit like that go on that certain people ain't got to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I just thought
But
I asked that because I was wondering, as far as like the ratio of like how the shit ends that bad as opposed to when it doesn't end that bad. But you're right, that was some bullshit to get you in the system. You're right.
Hey, let me ask you. I think Chris had said it earlier. You said your police friend said it doesn't happen as often as we think. I really truly believe that. But let me ask you a question seriously. Like, if
Yeah.
that one time it happened, let's say that one person, George Floyd, was really your blood brother, your blood cousin, or whatever. That's one too many, right?
Oh, somebody gotta die. It's not gonna I don't know what everybody else gonna do. And I hate to incriminate myself, but no, somebody's gotta die. Yeah. Seeing that and that graphic, it's not gonna be like me just being like on TV crying. Like I'm trying to find somebody, a cousin, a aunt. Like I'm just it's fucked up to say it, but like yo, you can't just like go out. I understand it totally. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate.
Hey, but look though,
I'm not
see
trying
how
to play
you
devil's
feel,
advocate.
I
right?
feel, I
But
feel, I
see,
feel.
Hold on,
but
hold
see
on,
how
hold
you
on, hold
feel
on,
though,
hold on,
bro.
Trail. Hold on, Trail. Let's let them finish. Let's let them finish. I want
No,
everybody
I'm
to finish.
finished, but at the same time, Troy, I never said that it's okay. I never said overlook it and just take the shit and move on. I was just asking, just reading the room, just asking, just qualifying shit like that. So I'm not ever saying like I'm not playing devil's advocate to that extent. 'Cause I ain't no asshole like that. But like I'm just asking. So no, you're right. Yeah, I mean one too many, right? But at the same time, no man. Sometimes like we gotta think about shit. So like after all this shit's done, like what now? What are we doing now? What are we asking for? What are we asking for? Other than like don't stop killing us, we get that. But what are we really asking for? Because when you tear up shit, and you got to have some kind of plan after that shit. And it's
You
like,
gotta have
what
black
we,
people in economics, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, internally, in my opinion, like no matter what's going on externally, internally we do. We need a little more organization. How we gonna get that is by unity, and that's gonna be hard to do, man. It's gonna be hard to fucking do.
Can I piggyback off of that?
Yes, ma'am. You can. God
Um,
damn it.
I mean, I want to say I understand where y'all are coming from. Where y'all saying what's after this? It's, this might just lead to something we don't know what will happen in the next couple months. I think for me, anyway, I guess because I'm currently living through this time frame, like the biggest thing that I've noticed that's a little bit different this time around is the accountability that people are putting on others. Like, and I say that because I had to get to a point where I was like, okay, like people around me with these types of mentalities and things like that, certain ones that I don't agree with or ones that may be against, what we may be fighting for. Like I had to make those personal decisions to where it's like, am I really gonna keep rocking with these type of people? Am I gonna educate these people? Like, and I think that that's like maybe like the very start of everything. Like I understand when people say like, oh, people always want to bring that thing. Well, we got to get into the police force. You got to get into the politics and all that stuff. But honestly, I don't really feel like those systems are meant to, like, for us to really be in to try and take over like that, because they are systems. Like I said in that video talking about systems are systems for a reason. You know what I'm saying? A few people go in, yes, but realistically, as far as like that level of change, it's really hard to grasp that when it's like the system has been running the way it's been running for so long. What, like, that's what makes it hard to see it. But that's the one thing I can say I've been seeing a lot more of, is people holding other people accountable. Now, I mean, like with social media, that's the thing that's really hard to kind of determine certain things, because people really do shit just for social media. Like, there are people out there that are taking pictures on the protest and going and getting the aesthetic of, you know what I'm saying, rioting and shit like that, just because it looks cool on social media. So it's like, it's a really weird place, because like I said, it's like I want to feel like people are genuine, but at the same time, I can't necessarily like guarantee it. But that's just what I've noticed as far as like accountability. I don't feel like people hold other people accountable enough for the shit that they do, or the way that they perceive things, whether they talk, the way they treat people. And I think that's probably the biggest thing right now, even though it's at somewhat of more of a small scale. I think that that's going to be like the biggest difference, if that makes sense.
And people holding people accountable for
being shitty ass people.
Like
saying shitty things to people, for treating
like
people differently just because they have different color skin. You know what I'm saying? There are people out there that live their lives like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people make comments and shit like that whenever people don't address it or say something about it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, really trying to educate somebody. I think that's the thing. People are quiet a lot of times. People just want to watch a lot of times. And yeah, I can understand it may be hard in some situations to speak up. Like, for situations like myself, whenever I'm at work and I work in a professional setting, and some old white man want to come and talk to me about, like, you know what I'm saying some off the wall shit, like that type of shit is hard. Like, I want to hold him accountable. I want to sit here and educate him, but at the same time, it's like, he's not going to listen to me. That needs to come from somebody within his own circle, if that makes sense. And that's what I'm saying is like the difference that I'm kind of seeing, because I haven't really seen that too much. And it's within my own friend group. Yes, people that I'm around and shit like that, but I don't know.
Hey, let me say, but before anybody runs, let my man Lionel get up in here real quick, because he got cut off and he was out. Lionel, you here?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, nigga. It sound like you might have a little Boost Mobile action, nigga. Do you have a Boost Mobile phone right now, my G? Oh, nigga.
Oh my God, now that shit sound too bad.
Yeah, we gonna put you on mute, nigga. Switch to the prime code.
For those of you that don't know, I work in the lab.
I said the prime code.
And of course, there's like tons of scientific methods happening here, so it's like conflict of interest for me to be recording right now. But
oh, okay.
Oh, you might want to get the fuck out there and get a job. What's wrong with you?
I'm like, Lionel, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Switch the Motorola to a prime code phone.
He can't hear him, yo. Fuck. Not me.
Yeah, we can't hear you, my G. If you can just get to a better spot where we can hear
you. Got
you.
a good feel right there, though.
If you can get to a better spot where we can hear you, my dude, I love to get your perspective, but we can't hear you right now.
Yeah, if you can get off of that 2G, we on.
Can you guys hear me here?
Say it again, Lionel.
Hey man, jump in the chat, Lionel. The chat might be better for you, brother. I swear to God.
Hold on, say something again, Lionel.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you a little better, my dude. Go ahead. Or not, nigga.
I swear, the chat, man. It's not gonna work, baby. I swear to God.
Where is this nigga broadcasting
I check.
Oh, he muted him. He was mic checking.
Oh, yeah.
His music ain't even working.
He was mic checking.
For real, like, what's the problem?
How you get a microwave?
Yeah, my dude.
Microwave, G?
Yeah, my dude. I'm gonna have to remove you
Like
from
radiation.
I gotta get you off, Lionel. We couldn't hear you, my dude. I apologize, my man. I can't with that phone. I can't, fam. With that phone.
Man. I don't think it's him.
That's that Nokia.
I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't hear. And listen, Lionel, if you're out there, please call back in, because I do want to hear Lionel, because Lionel's in his early 20s, so I want to hear his perspective on this. I know he out there in the streets.
She takes one every morning.
Hold on, somebody's getting upset. Okay, you good?
Real quick though, man. Like,
go ahead.
Our responsibility to teach people, dude.
Hold on, say that again. I'm sorry, I missed it. Say it one more time.
But I'm saying it's not our responsibility to enlighten people who got smartphones in their fucking hands. I don't agree with. If they say some dumb shit, let them say some dumb shit, because it ain't even about them if they're not a part of the group. I don't think we should be schooling nobody on this shit. That ain't a part of the internal thing. Well, we're trying to cancel every fucking body. which some of them doing some real whack shit. The shit Trina said earlier, kind of, I mean, it hurt me, but I was like, damn, Trina, you bugging. But like, we should be trying to school them type motherfuckers who are within or should be within the community, but externally, everybody else, man, we trying to school no old white man on no shit. The nigga had like 60 years to fucking figure it out. He don't give a fuck. Don't even rock with him. Fuck him.
But did you hear what I said though, Chris Blake?
Somewhat, but I mean, that's like Clef Notes is what I'm saying. Like, I ain't gonna go too far in depth about what you're saying, but I'm saying, like, you want to school people, but I don't think it's our job to school anybody that's not black about this shit, though. Because we got a lot to learn about ourselves, you know what I mean? Because we've been in this system for so long that we got to figure some shit out. Because we got to get away from this shit. If you came up in a city school, you was taught a lot of this racist shit that you have to break away from. You know what I mean? So we'd be trying to school each other, but like externally, man, I don't know about them tests. I don't know. Maybe somebody else got another thought about it. Just have to.
I think we're looking for too many allies, man. Like, I mean, some of them gonna rock with us, some of them not. As a black community, as black people, man, for real, honestly, I really believe, like this happened, right? I looked at my wife, looked at her. Some of y'all got family, some of y'all don't. I said, we in the wrong spot. Like, I'm not in a good place right now. Like, me as my family, I want to build up and power. First of all, black economics and money. That's the main thing. We're not building each other up. Like, we keep on asking these questions. Why y'all don't understand? They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna understand.
Never.
They're not. Like, after this is over, everybody gonna go home. I just hope it don't go out in the wash. Like Zimmerman dude, Trayvon Martin. You know what I mean? Nobody even talk about that no more. What are we gonna do? Empowerment groups, black economics, build. Like,
I'm with you on that one, Dante.
Go ahead.
I'm with you on that. And this is what comes to my mind when you're talking about build up. As adults, the word, let me put it this, the word reform means to take something that's already formed and to do better, to improve on it, right? So when we speak about empowerment, we have to be open to reform. We have to be open to be able to improve our mindset as a minority community. We have to be able to get out of that mediocreness that we've been living for the past how many ever years that we've been living in, and get open to reform. The problem is that we don't like change. Yeah. As a community, we don't like change because we're so comfortable with the norm. We're so comfortable with the everyday lifestyle that we don't want to get out of that. We don't want to get out of that, and that's where the issue lies. As soon as us as a minority group comes out of our comfort zone and starts to make things that is going to better improve our community, better improve our families, better improve everything that we do, that's when we're going to start seeing success as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Not this rioting, not this looting, none of this. It's all in our mindset. It's all in our mindset. How we react to certain things, it's what's going to change who we are as a whole.
Hey, let me do this real quick before anybody jump in. Let me get my sister on real quick. She just jumped in with us. My sister Naomi.
Hey, I'm here.
If y'all want to get that jewelry, give them the jewelry. Give them the website real quick where y'all can go support a black business.
NaesTouchJewelry.com. NAES. NaesTouchJewelry.com. We here.
There you go. Everybody talk about black business. There go one black business right there.
Owned.
There you go. Online, get that jewelry right there. Talk to me though, Naomi. You a young sister, right, in this situation. Mm-hmm. Tell me how you feeling right now, man.
Honestly, it's been a long time coming. I've been waiting. I've been mad. Like I'm happy that everybody's finally as upset as I've been for years. Like, cause I've been pro-black, anti-racism, all that. I've been waiting. I'm ready for the next moment. Like I'm ready to revolt.
What you think?
Like burn all this shit down.
Oh, so awesome.
So what you gonna do about the jewelry business if you revolt?
Real talk.
You gotta think about this shit.
Yeah.
I'm
talking about, man. The emotion is how I get it.
Hold on.
Doing this
go ahead,
because
man.
it's the way life is now. You know, but I don't think.
Hold on, JC. Let her go. Go ahead, Naomi.
My bad. Go ahead.
She'll get it out. She's gonna get it out.
I'm like, I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
I know these niggas say something else.
I was gonna say because Naomi, she would forget.
I really will forget. What's up, JC? What
that damn narcotics.
No, what I was saying
I'm
is
sober.
You saying you down for everything to burn, right? You're up for everything to burn. You as a business owner, let's say let's say you got 5, 6 years in the business already. You got a spot downtown. Your business is flourishing. Your business is doing really, really good. And then out of nowhere, like in my hometown in the Bronx, New York, there's a jewelry store right around my mother's house that got robbed into. They pulled up the gates. They robbed every single piece of jewelry you think of in that store. Imagine how that store owner feels. He had nothing to do with the George Floyd incident, but yet he's suffering the repercussions of somebody else's actions. Imagine put yourself in that situation. Are you?
I'm gonna
Will
have
you be happy
insurance, so
that
they
you're?
could come steal it.
No, I'm with you. The insurance pays everything,
And
but
they're gonna mark
how
that
long
shit
is
up
it?
too, JC.
How
I
long?
ain't gonna lie to you. They're gonna mark that shit up like crazy. They're gonna get paid a lot more than what they probably would have got for the
Facts.
game.
They
I'm with
waiting
you.
on that
No, no, no.
insurance
I'm
to
with you.
hit.
They're gonna get paid. They're gonna get paid. They're gonna get paid. But how long is it gonna take for that check to get cut? Let's be real. It's not gonna be tomorrow. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be in a month. It's not gonna be in 2 months.
They make that shit
Because they
sound
got a
pretty
whole
easy,
bunch of
don't
other
they?
stores that they
Can I
gotta
respond?
pay out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
got
to that,
guidelines
bro?
in insurance.
So
Can I,
you're gonna be
can I respond
suffering
to that?
for a couple. You're gonna be suffering for a good while trying to
My
rebuild your
people been
business.
suffering for centuries. The materialistic don't matter.
Thank you. That's all I was waiting for somebody to say. What's more important, material shit that you can always get back, or somebody's life? There ain't no reset button. Ain't no insurance to come back. You talking about what about 5 years or somebody building up a business? Pimp, what about 400, 500 years? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all keep getting lost in the sauce with what's really going on. We looking at shit we can get back, shit they gonna build back up. They knock shit down and build it back up all the fucking time.
Everybody
Everybody
ain't gonna be able to
hungry.
rebuild
That's
though.
real.
I'm with you. I'm with you. The thing
At the
is,
end of
Hold
the
on,
day,
hold on, hold on, hold on. One at a
what
time. One
point
at a
is
time. Go ahead, Trill.
the real issue at the end of the day, when is the real issue gonna be discussed? You know what I'm saying? Like we crying about stuff that can be replaced. People's life can't be replaced. Period. Point blank. It can't be. You know what I'm saying? And if we sit here and act like we gonna talk about a fucking building, bro, I'm gonna put it to you like this. This real shit. Right now, if I walk down the street and I'm walking a dog, right? And I'm choking the shit out of it walking down the street. Folks gonna pull over, honk their horn, hey, stop, whoop, 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 put me on camera, throw me on world, start a whole nine. I'm gonna be the worst motherfucker. Petter gonna come after me the whole nine. You hear me? But you can kill a black man or anybody like for that instance, for what I'm saying. And it's like, but what about the buildings? Man, fuck them buildings.
Facts.
Nah,
And
nobody
it's
really
not-
got shit
it's-
about the buildings, but
no,
everybody
no.
ain't gonna be
That
able to
Here's my,
looting
rebuild
here's
shit
my,
though.
don't
here's
too
my
much
standpoint.
bother me.
Here's my
Real shit,
standpoint.
a
Trail.
dog got more motherfucking rights.
Okay, Trail. Okay, Trail. So
No, I don't think so.
so
Go ahead,
you
JC.
telling me that you're willing to suffer the consequences for somebody else's actions?
Hey, bro, that's the whole point that we trying to make to you. Black people suffer the consequences for people's actions every single day. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. That's the whole point of profiling. That's the whole point of this whole thing. People, we suffering shit that ain't got nothing to do with us every single day. Now step into our world, step into our shoes. You feel me? That's the whole point we trying to get across. But it's getting lost.
Hey, here's my. I got something.
Go ahead.
So, I want to stay. Oh, we going back and forth, but at the end of the day, what's the solution? So the solution, it's looting. That's the solution right now. What people are doing right now. Most of them opportunities. At
Which
the end
ain't
of the
really
day,
us though. That's the
yeah,
crazy
which ain't
part.
I don't
yeah,
think that's a
really us.
solution though, bro.
Yeah, I
That
got
ain't no solution, my
I got
nigga.
you. So what I'm saying is, what's the biggest thing? The biggest thing black people can do. How do we gain power as a black people? Money,
Bro,
right?
we gotta
Hold on.
we
One at a
gotta-
time.
we-
Hold
we-
on. Hold on. Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. We gonna let Dante run, and then we just got Michael that just jumped on. We gonna let him jump on as well. But go ahead, Dante.
All I'm saying is, I feel what Trey's saying, and I'm saying it's anger built up. That's why the stuff is happening, looting stuff is right now. But I just don't want people to lose sight of the solution, the end of it. Because at the end of the day, here's why I'm pissed off. If you give in Houston 60,000 people, so how many of those 60,000 people went home and sat down with their families and their friends? They probably went to their hood, just smoked weed, say, "Hey man, that shit was tight." But what are you doing to progress, to start the real movement? Because it's a marathon. This shit just started last week. You know what I'm saying? This shit, if we gonna protest this shit for the next 365 days, and I bet you they won't. That's all I'm saying. So what are we doing day by day, piece by piece, as a family, as friends, as what are we collectively coming together to do? That's my own. That's the solution right there.
Do you think it's possible, Dante?
Do I think
That
it's
unity,
possible?
like black unity as a whole. Do you think it's
But here,
possible? We got so many
I'm
like
not talking about
alternative
tomorrow.
groups and shit in place.
Yeah,
Okay.
what I'm saying is unity, right? And different first. So you and your 2 friends, Roy and his 9 friends. I forgot who else is on here. So Mitchell and his 3 friends. You know what I'm saying? JC and I'm not saying unity as a whole, but if everybody do their part, man, we come together, man. At the end of the day, man, what are we trying to do?
That's what we need to do, bro. Everybody got to come together. It got to be black owned, black business, black shopping. We got to worry about us right now. We can't worry about everybody else.
Let me do this.
We got to educate our kids. We got to do what we got to do. We can't worry about what's set up in front of us. They got this in place. They got that in place. Man, fuck all that. Black folks been flourishing forever. These folks built up Black Wall Street fresh out of slavery. You heard me? So how you gonna tell somebody in 2020 what they can't do? Man, fuck what these folks talking about. Let's shop with our own. Let's build in our own neighborhood. Let's stop getting a little paperwork and running out to these white folks' neighborhood thinking we doing better, sending our kids to their school because they not coming sending their kids to our school.
Absolutely not.
All right, hold on.
Let's go.
Hold on.
One at a time.
Yeah. Let me do this real quick. Let me just reset. I don't know what happened to my man Teef. My man Teef jumped off, but Teef, I appreciate you for being on, my G. I don't know he was riding around the city. Listen, if you just tuned in, support a black YouTube channel by hitting thumbs up on the video, niggas. Do that, and also you dig, rate, comment, and subscribe. That would help out a black YouTube channel. You dig? Listen, let me say this to everybody.
Too, right?
Right, that's a start, nigga. Start there, right? Let me say this to everybody who's on the panel. I appreciate everybody on the panel, man, because the only thing I ask when we start off the conversation is that everybody is respectful of everybody's opinions, right? That we allow everybody to get their shit out. We ain't gonna agree on everything, which is the beautiful thing about our people, and that's the whole point of the discussion, is that we exchange ideas, right? And so I appreciate everybody to this point for being respectful. I do want to go to Michael real quick because he just jumped on. What's good, Mike?
Damn, I ain't know it was down there. What's up, dude?
What's up?
It's Mitchell too, by the way.
My bad.
Yeah, let me give you.
At first it said Michael, then it got switched.
Me and Roy went to college together. I grew up in a little.
Sir, I don't know you, sir. I don't know you, but go ahead.
I call him Michael.
Sir, I don't know you, sir. Go ahead.
He trying to front on me, huh? Okay, cool.
He owe money, don't he? He owe you money, Roy. I'm fucking with you, G. I'm fucking with you.
No, I grew up in a little white town, man, and I'm always fighting that battle. Like I put in the comment, man, I had a gun pulled on me when I was 13. So, Mr. Carlo, you gonna tell me that a 13-year-old at 13 is a threat to the officer? Come on, bro. That's that bullshit that I don't want to hear and I'm not going through. That's the reason why people are upset. You got young kids. My little brother, which is about 12 years younger than me, walking down the street, the police just pull him over because he's walking down the street. Come on, bro. So don't tell me that shit it don't happen. That shit happen every fucking day. And people tired of it, bro. Honest to God, true. People can justify why.
Hold on, JC. Hold on, JC. Let him run. Go ahead.
It ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like until the law starts showing respect to us, we don't need to show no respect to them. The motherfuckers always talking about respect. You can respect the officer all you want. Take Mr. George for example. They go tell this man he writing a hot check. Okay, if you in his situation, the police come out there and tell you, get out your car, you gonna ask for what? Then what they gonna tell you? You resisting arrest? Come on, bro. The nigga ain't resisting arrest. You gonna tell him he writing a hot check. He telling you he not writing a hot check. He need to get out the car. What he gonna get out the car for? I'm not gonna get out the car. That could have been me right there. And then I'm resisting arrest. So now they got their knee in my neck. Come on, bro, that's bullshit. Y'all, hey, people, motherfucker, these days better start realizing what's going on. And until everybody, I put on Facebook the other day, to everybody admit exactly what's going on, because it's a race issue. It ain't no police brutality. It's a race issue. That's exactly.
Yeah, I always said we should have never integrated. That was a bad idea.
Never.
Bro,
That's what
that was some real shit.
That's the
Man,
problem.
that's some real shit.
That's the problem.
Man,
That's the
That's why
real
I'm saying,
shit.
Hold on,
hold on. Internally, because all this outside shit, man,
Real shit.
we're not gonna get them, man. We're not gonna get them. We gotta do it internally.
Real
So when
shit.
it comes to cop, if we had a real community, like a real fucking community going on, we'll police ourselves. Self-policing gotta happen.
Real shit.
You don't need to have to
Abolish the police like a motherfucker. We don't even need that shit.
Hold on, let me do this.
You as a kid, my man, Trell, it should have been some elders around there saying like, hold on, no, there's some good kids right there. Did anybody ever step up when they did that to you as a kid? Nope.
Nah, ain't nobody step up.
It should have been
Let me
happening.
ask you something. Since you said that made me think of something. So you see old lady who recorded the whole thing, right? So looking back, hindsight 2020, when she recorded that, she sitting there, she don't know dude gonna die. You hear me? So if you there and you around that, what do you do? And you see something like that, what you do?
Yo, man, I had a question about that. I asked the homie, I was like, man, so I would hope that I would be somebody that, would be able to like step up, but I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
Well, the police got his.
I would like to be somebody to push
The
him
other
off
police
something,
got his. The other police got his whole hand on his holster. He ready to pull and shoot. You're not gonna do shit unless you're ready to die right then.
That's what I'm asking you. So with everything
right.
going on, and you see all these people out here doing what they do, I'm seeing folks, making moves. Like when you see police departments getting set on fire and some of the shit they doing, I'm listening to these folks. I'm hearing folks say, hey, look, I'm ready to die for this woo-woo-woo. Because you think about it, if somebody run and knock dude off of him, all he need is a split second to breathe, bro. Just a split second to catch some earth. That's it. That's
right,
all
man.
we need. How
and
many
I would hope
people
I'll be
you
able
willing?
to do it. I don't know though.
Yeah, how many people gonna be willing to stand up and do that? Because we always talk about the organization we used to have back in the day. Well, when niggas did, it was solid niggas. You hear me? So if you ain't gonna be no stiff nigga, that ain't gonna stand up for our women, each other, and kids and stuff, bro. Hey, man, get to the side. Go over there with them, man, because it's about time to pick a side, and we gotta do what we gotta do. Everybody can't ride, bro.
Hey, let me do this real quick. Let me let JC respond because he was trying to get back in to what Mitchell said. So go ahead, JC.
Yeah, well, so here's my thing. I'm very aware of what's going on in the community. Me being a Puerto Rican man, we're made up of 3 different races. We got Spanish, we got Indians, and we got blacks mixed in our blood. So from every single point that you can think of, I get it. Everywhere I go, everybody thinks I'm a light-skinned black guy until I start talking, and then they start hearing where I'm from, unless I tell them that I'm Puerto Rican. I've been racially profiled so many times in my life, and not once, I don't care what anybody thinks, not one time have I ever come out of character. Why? Because it doesn't make me less of a man, or it doesn't make me more of a man if I come out of character because I've been racially profiled. I don't give a damn what people think of me. And this movement is not about it's not about how people see you or how people don't see you. This movement, what it should really be about is respect for one another. That's the reason why there's so much hatred between each other's race. That's why there's so much hatred between white people and black people and Japanese people and Spanish people and English people. There's so much hatred between each race because we don't respect each other. We don't
Fuck the respect.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I want the man to finish. Let him get it out. Let him get it out. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let him. I want to make sure he's finished, and after that, I want to go to Naomi first. Then we're gonna go to Dante, and then we'll go on from there. But go ahead, JC.
No, I'm saying like we got to learn to respect each other, man. That's
he was done.
Huh?
Chris Blake say
he went back because he was done actually. He had to go back and try to start again.
I bet you when you was in school, you was real bad talking out of turn, bro.
What I told you about 3 times, let this man go.
Hey man, I gotta
I
tighten
know
up,
what
man.
you
Y'all keep this shit going. I'm leaving my
That
goddamn
nigga,
self.
that nigga drinking.
respect,
Go
no
ahead,
respect.
JC. You good? Were you
Yeah,
finished?
yeah,
That's
we
what.
good.
Okay, you good?
You good.
Okay, go ahead, Naomi.
Okay, so nah, it ain't even about respect. They don't even see black people as humans. They dehumanized us so they were able to make us enslaved. They dehumanized us on purpose to everybody in the world centuries ago. And we have never gained that humanity back in their eyes. That's why it's easy for them to kill us. Like without them feeling bad, without them even thinking that they're a bad person. None of these cops ain't shit. There are no good cops. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because if there were, then they would stand up to these other racist ass cops that are ruining lives every fucking day.
So whenever you go through some issues, Naomi, don't call the cops.
Yeah, I have.
Don't call the
That's
cops.
what
I don't want to hear it. Don't call the cops. Don't call the
I've
cops.
called the cops and look,
Don't
but
call
I
the
don't.
cops.
All right, check. JC.
Go ahead, Dante.
Man,
Hey, let me ask you a question. I don't know everybody else on here, but I know Roy can answer this. And
I can't,
Trev
sir.
got a son. So
I cannot.
this out. If you got kids, JC, you got kids?
I got 2 kids.
Okay, JC, that's perfect. Let me ask you a question. You're saying respect them, right? So you in your neighborhood, you know your kid is just having fun outside, no matter how old, right? And you see the cop pull up, and the cop is harassing your son or your daughter because you know of the color of their skin. Then you know what your kids are doing. Harm is fun. So you're saying, how would you feel? They're getting harassed. Like what happened to Trail? He was 16, 17 years old. Like I give you another example. I was 14 years old on a Greyhound bus going to Missouri. Hey, 2 FBI agents pull over the bus, get on the bus. You got grown men, Mexicans, whites, blacks. They come to my mom and ask me, how long have we been on the bus? My mom said, what is this about? Where is he going? They said they had tipped off that a black man had drugs on the bus, right? And I looked like him. I was 14 years old with a do-rag on my head. So I'm saying my mom, she was respectable, but I'm saying, how would you act in that situation? That's that's profiling. That's not respect. How would you feel if they did that to your kids?
I understand the question, but here's my thing. I can't reply. I can't reply with a definite answer because one, it never happened to my kids, and two, unfortunately, my kids won't know what it is to be racially profiled because because of the color of their skin. So I know that they won't have this issue the way that I grew up having the issue. I wouldn't have the issue because
But his kids are very fair skinned. You never seen his kids, man. They're very fair skinned.
They are pretty fair skinned.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't.
Hey,
So-
you
so-
answered that the right way.
Bro,
See, you answered that the right way, bro.
Okay, let me say. Hold on.
I said,
Hold on.
I said you answered that the right way.
Let me do this real quick. Hold on, Dante. Let me go to the chat real quick because the chat was super active. Let me say this in the chat. So I know I'm behind on the chat, but y'all bear with me. So Courtney said the attitude of F your stuff because it ain't mine and you'll be okay, you'll rebuild, etc. is the exact same mindset that allows for cops to kill us on the street. They don't care because it's not them or theirs. He says that while I don't completely disagree with some chaos, we must, in capital letters, have a plan after the chaos because responding to destruction with destruction will not get us where we want to be. And then Zach said, he said that I don't think we can speak in generalities like that. Yes, maybe a few, but not all cops. That's the wrong mentality. They do stand up. There is good nigga. You better get your grammar together. There is good cops out there who just want to go home to their family. Nigga, you better.
Everybody want to go home.
And that nigga better start.
Do,
Hold on, let me do it. Hold on, goddammit. Hold on. I need everybody to wait. I need to go to my sister.
Mo was trying to talk.
Yeah,
earlier,
that's why I
bro.
said I need to go to my sister. Goddammit. Talk to me, sister Mo.
Damn.
I know. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you, nigga.
I done forgot the topics already of what I was going to chime in
Gotta get a
earlier,
little
but then
pad,
you
man.
skipped
Get a little
over
pad,
me.
yo.
You was gonna chime in on some JC.
Feel like
ass.
double dutch. You gotta hop in that
I know
motherfucker,
I
get loud.
did, but I was going to, but it's been a minute since we
God
got to it
damn
because
it.
there was something else that he had brought up.
Come on, Mo.
Well,
Goddamn.
I mean, as far as what he said, it's like answering the same question. Like, I mean, as far as respect, that's what I think it was.
Yes,
as
go
far
ahead.
As respect, like, I definitely agree with with Naomi. I don't really think that there is a need for respect when you're not necessarily given respect. Like that works both ways, and we teach or a majority of people teach that. Like, I'm not getting the respect, so why do I feel like I should respect and understand? Y'all sitting there talking about it's a somebody of authority, blah blah blah. They abuse that authority every fucking day. Like, so yes, there are certain circumstances I don't feel like they deserve respect because people are out there blatantly doing things to disrespect people in the Black community. So it's like I don't know. I really say fuck that respect shit, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, yeah, you want to say like put aside your pride, but it's like, just like you said, JC, like your kids won't experience that because of this color of their skin. I may not have experienced as much racial profiling as the next person who may be a little bit darker than me, but that basically proves the point right there. They're gonna get that respect because they don't have that dark skin. So I can't sit here and listen to saying respect them. Why should they have to respect them when other people get respect off top? That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that respect needs to be all the way around. And whenever I say educate people, that's what I say. Like, people need to have those uncomfortable conversations. And y'all don't want to, I'm not saying we need allies. What I'm saying is that people need to be educated on the fact that, like, yes, we want to keep things in our community, but like, just for example, like the thing that I seen what Nickelodeon did with the I Can't Breathe thing. They had the thing on for, I think it was like 9 minutes. And I seen a video of some lady getting upset because her child was getting scared because it came on Nickelodeon. And she's mad, talking about fuck America, fuck all this, blah, 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 blah. Y'all scaring my child. But the fact of the matter is that you're more upset about your child being scared of something that they should probably be educated about in the first place. That's why Nickelodeon did it. Like, people are so mad because we want to be equal. We want to be respected. Why does that piss people off? Why do we have to explain why we need respect? Why does it have to be all lives matter every time the Black community steps up? Why is it that we have to compare to, oh, we didn't do this for the Mexican community, when really we did? People want to put that on us. Why? Like, why is it so hard for us to just say we want something and to get it? Like, that's why I feel like fuck the respect shit at this point, because they are blatantly disrespecting us at this point. There are people protesting out there. Like, yo, like, what the fuck else are we supposed to do? Like, why would we want to give respect to people like that? So they can keep pushing us down? So we can keep going by what they say? Like, yo, like, that's not gonna bring us anywhere.
We've given them respect. I mean, I'm a school teacher, if y'all didn't know. I'm a school teacher. We've given them respect. Let me tell you, man, I grew up.
Damn.
I knew the police chief in Alvarado. Let me tell you, they would profile my car because I had 20s on it growing up. Ask Roy. I had some 20s.
I don't know you, sir.
They would profile my car, bro. Like for real, the police would literally get behind me and follow me, and then they would pull me over, and I'm asking, why did you pull me over? Because you swerved. What you mean I swerved? Like, and that started happening until I went to the police chief, and they didn't know me and him kicked it. I went to the police chief, white dude, cool. I said, say, man, hey, every time I come to Alvarado, hey, these police is getting behind me, following me. Ask me after I went and talked to him, did it happen again? No, it didn't happen again.
And
so therefore, the respect the respect level that everybody want a Black person to have for law enforcement and that, that's gone down the drain. Until they, like I said earlier, until they start respecting us, we don't owe them shit. We don't owe them shit, and that's real talk.
Let me say this one more time. Hold on. I got you, Blake. I'm coming right. I'm coming right to you, East Memphis. But let me say this though, real quick though. Let me say this again to you, Negroes. Everybody that's in the chat and that's watching the show, thumb up the video, because I went back and looked, and none of y'all thumbed up the video since I said it last.
Quite a few people in here to not have that.
Yeah, you understand. So you did. So I'm gonna say it one more time. God damn it. Yeah. In the words of Luther Vandross, I said. Right. Right. Let me say this though. Okay, so I had a couple people hit me up, not in the chat room, but just like on my phone, because they want to know about this. Because apparently on Twitter today it was heavy that the LGBTQ, shout out to them, community is, well, they're a bit.
Take over.
Well, no. They feel like they are being excluded from the movement.
Hold
on, God damn it, hold on, shit, fuck y'all, God damn it.
All these fucking.
Hold on, everybody relax. Let me say this. Let me get my shit off. You know, on this show, we allow everybody to express themselves in their most organic state. So let me get this shit off real quick, right? So the LGBTQ community is a bit upset. There was a let me get the exact name. Tony McDade, right? Who is trans, was killed by the police. I think yesterday, and they feel like that they are not getting respected, right? So
was it on camera?
Hold on, wait, my nigga.
Were they black?
Hold on, yes. God damn, y'all niggas got a lot of questions. Goddamn, when it comes to these to the LGBTQ
Well,
community.
out, man, the shit talking ain't making no sense. Nobody cares. Nobody see it.
Shit, if you would let me explain, nigga. God Almighty. All right,
hey,
so
that boy that went to Memphis City schools, man. He went all the way out. Oh my, hey, I know you went to Memphis City schools, man.
Never denied it, baby. Never denied it.
This man ain't did nothing right all night. Oh my God. Man.
You feel me? Okay, so hold on. So, okay, Tony McDade was killed by police, right? He was trans. And then there was also, I don't know the exact background, but there was a trans person who got beat up. They say that.
I've seen that.
You see that, right? At a march. Now, I'm not willing to say that those people were quote unquote Black Lives Matter. Those looked like goons.
Ignorant ass niggas.
Yeah, those were goons. But I'm saying that because I'm trying to say, right now, the black, gay, trans, LGBTQ community, they said that they feel like they might just sit this shit out. They feel like they are not either welcomed or they're not mourned the same way. I want to throw that around. Go ahead.
Can I answer, Ruff?
Go ahead, nigga. Goddamn.
So look. Oh, they were black. Okay, check this out.
Yes, sir.
They were black. They were black before they're LGBTQ, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's still part of their movement. So whether you black trans man, girl, you gay guy, gay girl, you were black. You black first. So you fighting for that first. Like that. I'm not discluding gay, black, trans, whatever. I'm saying you black first. It's part of your movement too, right?
Hey, you right though, Dun.
But what do they identify as first though? That's the problem.
You said
you black, straight, or gay. If you black, you identified as black first. That's it. Bottom line. When a cop say you
but
black,
you know what though?
They need to fight for that movement too. You know what I'm saying? You black.
But they're saying that they're not welcome.
Hey, you know what though, Dun?
Fucking competition.
Right. But the thing is with them, the way they move, bro, you gotta think they movement started like what in the 60s, 70s sometime. Bro, they done started their movement and hey, they done shook something. So when they ready to shake something, they shake something for real. So they want their voice to be heard. So you feel me? So I ain't saying it's right trying to identify either way, but just seeing how they came and got shit shook up. Like nigga, they changed shit off top. They weren't playing with these folks.
Quickly.
You know what I'm saying? Because half of the folks that they trying to get to is just like them. And that's why I wanted to ask JC though. Because a lot of this
Hold on, whoa. What you trying to insinuate about JC?
I said I wanted to ask him, bro.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going with this question.
Bro, you stupid.
No, I said I wanted to ask him because he said his kids want experiences.
Okay,
And that's the problem because people feel like if it don't affect them personally, that it ain't an issue. Your kids might not experience it, but Roy kids, Doncier kids, my kids, whoever kids might experience it. And then they gonna be right back at the same spot where we sitting at right today, asking the same questions, just like we was with the generations before us. So that's the whole point of trying to get past all this, trying to get solutions. That come if it, it affect everybody.
The difference between my kids and the rest is that I was racially profiled. So my kids know what it is to have a racially profiled parent. So my kids know. They know the importance of respecting the other person. Even though they will never experience the mistreatment themselves personally, they know what it is to have a parent that was mistreated. They know what.
So hold on,
let me finish. Hold on, let me finish. And because of that, they know how to act when it comes to certain situations. My kids will never, unfortunately, because of the color of their skin, they will never experience what it is to be in a mistreated situation.
Shit,
say what you had said first.
That doesn't
Hold on.
It doesn't exclude them from learning. It doesn't exclude them from learning. Mo said it best. We need to educate our kids, and my kids are very well educated. They look at Roy and they say Uncle Roy. Why? Because he's family. Because I've educated them to know and to love people for who they are, not for the color of their skin.
I do give him. I do
can
give
I
him
ask you
candy.
something, bro?
I give him candy too, though. But go ahead, though, Trill.
This guy.
That sound mad
Can I-
creepy, nigga. That sounds so fucking creepy. Hey, kid, want some candy?
Hey,
I'm
We
Uncle
gotta
Roy,
edit
want
that
some
part
candy?
out.
Got some candy for you.
hey, hey,
Yo.
yo, that boy there, he straight Memphis City schools, man. He all out subject, man. Hey, that boy was a straight class
Levity.
clown right there.
Levity, okay? Gotta be some kind of levity to this shit, man. See y'all niggas smiling, right? All right, man, we gotta do that shit sometimes, yo.
Hey, but JC, I heard you say your kids will know how to act because they seen you. Is that what you said? They'll know how to act because they seen you go through it.
No, they'll know how to act because I've educated them. Because they have
Oh,
a
because
parent
you
that
educated
has.
Okay, that's what I was at. So let me ask you this: so what happened with Tamir Rice when he didn't even get a chance to show if he was or not? When he was just sitting there doing what a kid does when he's just outside playing, doing what kids do. The car didn't even stop rolling when he got out shooting. What did you say to that?
That's fucked up.
And,
It's an unfortunate-
we don't know if his grandmother, we don't know if his uncle, his daddy, we don't know what they educated him on because he didn't get a chance.
I agree. And it's unfortunate that we live in these times, dude. It's very unfortunate. But it's like Courtney said, having the mentality of I don't care is what gives other people the right to do what they do. We empower other people. We empower people to act on how they act because of, unfortunately, and it's not all of us. It's not all of us, but there's a select few that act like clowns, and then because of that select few, everybody else gets the bad treatment. For one bad apple, the whole apple bag is messed up.
And that's why
Apple
all
tree,
the
apple
police
tree,
is
apple tree.
trash, and that's why they need to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, exactly,
Full of bad
JC.
JC, let me ask
Exactly,
you something, though.
JC.
Hey, man,
Hey,
y'all
JC,
talking that
let
shit,
me
man.
ask
Y'all niggas ain't homeowners? Like, all right, man. I don't know.
Hold on.
JC, let me ask you.
Nigga,
What-
get a
what-
Hold
dog
on.
and a gun.
Hold on. We're gonna go Mike. Hold on. We're gonna go Mike. We're gonna go Naomi, and then we're gonna go Blake. Go ahead, Mike.
JC,
Or
what
Mitchell.
do you think your kids are categorized as race wise?
calling him Mike?
Oh, my kids are Spanish.
Okay.
My kids are half Puerto Rican, half Mexican.
Okay, I got mixed kids. All three of my kids mixed, and I've talked and I want to get y'all opinion on this. Honestly,
Let's
everybody.
talk about it.
Okay.
Mixed with what, by the way? Mixed with
My
what, by the
kid,
way? You
my
gotta say.
kids are mixed, and I've always said that people are going to profile them on how what color the dad is. So I feel like even though my kids are mixed, they're gonna profile my kids as being black.
They will.
So somebody give me something to go off of that. Or are they looking at, just because people are mixed, are they looking at they're black or are they white? Because my kids are mixed with black, white, and Mexican. So
They black.
exactly. So therefore, that's what I'm saying, JC. We like you in a total different ball game than what I'm in. So I have to watch out for my son. I have to watch out for my kids because they are black. I educate them, but I also educate them in the right way, as in making sure that, hey, you respect the law, man. But I'm telling you, me and Roy was talking today. I get nervous myself. I'm 38 years old. I get nervous with the law, man. Now to this day, I get nervous with the law just because I've had so many bad run-ins, and I'm complying, doing everything that they ask out of me. It don't matter. They will still see you as a Negro.
I think.
Okay, let's go to Chris
I
Blake.
don't know about that Negro. I think more of a nigga. But, that's just my opinion. You know, the ER or whatever, but the Negro, I don't know nobody.
You know what I meant, Trail. You know what I meant, Trail.
Well, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, bro. I'm gonna say what y'all can't say, bro.
Chris Blake, holla at me.
Oh, I say everything, bro. You ain't seen the past shows? Nah, I don't
Bro,
have
we
no filter.
already know.
Fucked up.
Bro, we ain't even gotta ask about you. We already know what you
Okay, it's cool, man. But yo, check this out. I was about to say something. I totally forgot, man. Y'all go ahead.
God damn. Okay.
Oh
I
shit,
really forgot.
man, this nigga.
It was on my mind, but y'all kept talking, and I forgot, man. My bad, man.
I'm sure you'll cut somebody off in a second. Let's go to Naomi.
Probably.
City schools.
Let's go to Naomi.
Mo, you mixed. So what do they categorize?
Okay,
you as?
well, hold on. Apparently, Mitchell's running the show. Let's go to Mo. Goddamn
I'm
it.
just asking Mo. She mixed, man. I want to know, man. Categorize Mo as. She mixed, bro.
Okay, let's go to Mo. Shit. All right, Sister Mo, talk to me.
So I was told in school, whenever I'm marking my race down to go by my father, and my dad is black. I identify as black on paper. As far as being a mixed person growing up, I got a lot to say about the interracial community right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm seeing a lot of people showing their real colors at this point, and somebody who's being, somebody who is Mexican and black, like growing up in a city with like a lot of Mexicans in my city, you know what I'm saying? Like, and of course I was raised around my Mexican family, things like that. I of course educated myself. I grew up, and I'm still currently educating myself on things. I mean, like, I have always been seen as black to Mexicans and to white people, and that's why I've never really understood the separation with the biracial or the multiracial people, because we literally don't, like, we're not seen any differently. They might say something about my hair, oh, you know what I'm saying, they said something like that, but it's still kinky, nappy, it's still that, this and third to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that in itself, I feel like just mixed kids just as well need to be educated just as much, because if you don't got that look that they're looking for, like, they are gonna profile you to being just a black person. Like, and I mean, it kind of hurts a little bit, because when it comes to like I said, with the interracial dating type of thing and all the shit going on that I've been seeing with people, like, there are literally people in my city that are like mothers to children with mixed kids, and they're not educating them. And I think that's another big issue. Like, I definitely agree with you guys, and I really applaud y'all for educating your children, because, like, especially as a mixed child, I feel like all kids who have multi races, like, they really need to know the ins and outs of themselves, because I really did not know my black side until I was really in high school, and I started and started hanging around, like, with my friends and shit that I play sports with and doing things. That's when I really started, and I learned on my own. Like, I'm not trying to put anything on my parents, because my dad has gone through shit that, he's told me about his stories too and shit like that. Like, I definitely am aware, but as far as embracing that side, it's like not everybody does, because of the way that they're raised. And I have been seeing people coming with the Mexicans with the mixed kids, like my son, oh, y'all black people be acting ignorant, and it really breaks my heart, because I'm like, yo, you are raising black children. Like, I'm sorry, but those of y'all out there that have mixed children or fetishized mixed children, we are picking out the people with the fetishes at this point, because there's a lot of people that speak up about black dick, but they're not speaking up about black movement. Like, and that shit is so terrible to me. Like, that shit really, like, is real, because, like, the one person I see on Facebook, and this is a real girl in my city, she had box braids in her head, Mexican girl, box braids in her head, black husband, got black kids, talking about stuff. All lives matter. This shit happens in Mexico every day. Y'all need to stop being so ignorant. Yo, like, that shit is crazy to me. I have been shown, like, people have been racist to me from my own Mexican community. Like, I have worked in places with nothing but Mexicans, and they was make a comment about something. Oh, there's some girl that looks like me, maybe got some curly hair, a little darker. Oh, that's your sister. That's your nigga. Like, that shit is real, and that's why I'm sorry, but, like, if you are Latino, Latinx, whatever the fuck, y'all can be for the movement, but as a majority, I am not. Like, I'm sorry, but if anybody has anything else to say besides being with the movement, I feel like you're against the movement at this point, because if you literally, like, can make your, like, fix your mouth to say anything besides, like, well, yeah, sure, they getting killed, but, like, I'm sorry, I can't listen to that shit. Like, shut the fuck up already, because this is not your fight to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people want black community to just be on everything, like I said earlier, and that's what that girl was crying about, talking about this happens in Mexico every day. Well, I'm sorry, y'all Mexicans need to get it together.
Hey,
straight up. I'm so sick and tired of hearing people criticize the movement when it's not their movement. Like, just shut the fuck up. If you got nothing to say, if you're not with it, you against it, you can get to moving. Like, I'm sorry, but there's just so much I've been seeing on, like, socials. People are really showing themselves. Like I said, I feel like I had to like distance myself from one of my family members because he was not understanding where I was coming from. We are not on the same page. I can't fuck with you because you're sitting here trying to tell me that his argument to me was that, you know, like all lives matter and I'm talking about the human race and this and the third and all these riots be happening and people get shot with rubber bullets all the time and you know all this shit. I said, okay, well, what happened whenever people riot over the fucking football games and the basketball games and shit whenever people are losing? That shit's not happening at that point because it's okay, it's all right at that point. But whenever it comes to people really standing for something, oh, now it's a problem because it's the black community wanting to do it, and that's I don't know. I got
Y'all done got my y'all done got my sister Mo upset. God damn it, y'all done got her hiding this motherfucker.
Yo, I'm like, I'm telling you, this is
dropped
so much every day. This is what I'm saying. Like my mind, I know if I'm exhausted, like we are exhausted as a whole. Like I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm with you, Mo.
all that shit. Yo.
Let me
like,
say this. Anybody they know if you watch the show, this is a serious show we're doing right now. Niggas rate, comment, subscribe. But if you're playing along at home, right? If you're playing along at home, I am drinking Michelob Ultra and I'm sipping on some Jim Beam. If you're just playing along at home.
That nigga bottle petite as hell.
Yeah, well, nigga, it's a hey, nigga, listen,
He got the samples.
this economy, nigga, this economy out here is a motherfucker.
He said he got to start measuring.
Yeah, nigga, this economy is a motherfucker. Let me say this though, to
Roy, did you even walk in the liquor store?
nigga, shit, I drove by, nigga.
Had them hoes out outside.
Yeah, nigga, make no mistake.
The samples.
Hey, let me say this though,
Man, go inside by a fifth, man. Ain't no couple bottles right here, man.
to Silverback.
I got you, Roy.
Hey, what you say?
Hold on, I said to Silverback. Who said bitch? Who said that?
Silverback gorilla.
No, what you sipping, Dante? Oh shit, well fuck you, nigga.
That crown.
All my bottles empty around here, nigga. I drink. But let me say this. Hold on. To Silverback on what Mo said, it was a sign that went viral at one of the. No. No pork on my fork, my G.
It makes sense.
No pork on my fork, dog. We silverbacking around here, dog.
That makes sense.
But it was a sign that went viral. It said, "Don't open your mouth for black dick and keep it closed for black issues." Right? And I don't know if y'all saw, but like Eve had some issues today in the Twitter sphere. I guess can you be a former rapper? I guess she's a former rapper. I don't know what the fuck is Eve.
Yeah,
I don't know what Eve is. But Eve,
she married a billionaire.
She married a billionaire white guy, and Eve came out and said that like she's having. I want to get the exact quote because I don't want to misquote Eve. Eve
she's
said,
not gonna say the wrong thing because she doesn't want to lose that money.
Here's what she said. She said, I'm having some of the most difficult conversations I've ever had with my husband. Right. Now listen, I find that hard to believe. The reason I say
what that prenup look like? She's trying to get out of that shit.
Yeah, the reason I say that is because if you've married a motherfucker and you've been around, you can tell how a motherfucker feels about people pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? You can get a vibe on a motherfucker because I think I don't know. Maybe y'all might disagree, but I'm just gonna speak from my experience, right? I know when I'm dealing with a person, let's just say a white person who may not necessarily like fuck with black people like that. They just like me because they know me. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think Eve may have caught herself in that situation because if you're having difficult this ain't a difficult conversation time. You dig what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck is this conversation?
Kind of different from you though, bro, because that's friends. This is a motherfucking husband. She knew how he thought before she got married to him.
That's my point, though, my G.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my point, my G. Go ahead.
Wait, can y'all fill me in? Because I don't really know what her husband looked like.
He's a white billionaire. He's a white billionaire.
Okay.
Hey, but Roy, though.
That's all you need to know.
Though.
Go ahead.
That's all I need.
Roy, just because
I'm over here like, what's he?
Just because he married Eve, Roy, don't really mean nothing. You feel me?
I agree.
Hey, because you know, white men always had a love for black women, so
yeah.
You know, he probably treated. Yeah, so he probably treated her a certain kind of way, made her feel a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And like she say, right now, shit probably got real. She seeing what side of the fence, you know. I mean, she probably know where he stood at, but you know, up until you feel me. But he always treated her a certain kind of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, the slave
master.
What,
man? I'll tell you what happened.
Go ahead, Blake.
I'll tell you what happened.
Go ahead. Tell me what
She
happened, goddamn.
attached herself to the bag. She didn't talk about none of this shit before. In his opinion, she probably didn't even give a fuck about race. Because she wasn't saying none of that shit. Now she want to talk about it. Obviously, it's probably because of the climate, or she want a divorce so she can attach herself even more to the bag and get something to get the fuck out of it. Because she knew what the fuck that man thought. She just never talked about that shit. And I can't blame her. You attach yourself to a Billy. I want to talk about this shit either, nigga. She never practicing group economics.
Hold on. Let me go back because now I'm getting hate in the chat. God damn it, because they saying that I went to that I transitioned now to interracial relationships, but I never got a consensus on the LGBTQ. God damn,
I definitely wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
Who wanted that?
Okay. Well,
I wanted like damn.
Naomi does.
This is what they be talking about.
Talk to me, Naomi. See, that's why I went back.
But
talk
I
to
just
me.
wanted to say on my timeline, I didn't see like people from the LGBT community like saying that they didn't feel. I don't know. I can't remember what word he used, but I feel like they were still saying they're a part of the Black Lives movement, but they were just wanting people to be on their side of the movement as well. Like, because of that trans man who was killed, they were saying that, you know, we're not fighting as hard for him as well as, you know, as we're doing everything else.
Right.
That's a tough one, though.
I just wanted to say
that's
that.
a tough. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, so I just wanted to say that that's how it was on my timeline, what I was seeing. I wasn't seeing them like, fuck Black lives, I'm not fighting for them. It's just like they want us to speak up for them too. And, you know, I be trying to stay open-minded to most things when it comes to even things I don't fully understand and fully get. Like, they're right. Like, we do need to, if we're pro-Black all the way, that includes all Black people. It doesn't matter what their sexual orientation is, what their gender is, you know, none of that shit matters. But
if it didn't matter, why are we making it a bad thing?
Exactly, Chris.
I have a question.
But look how ugly you're being about the shit.
I got a question.
Hold on.
Disrespectful. It's
That's
just a
the
question.
Here's my.
Well, but I mean, you've been making your little snide and snarky comments the whole time. Every time he brought it up, you had something like some slight shit
if it's about the group, why are we going to sexual orientation? We're talking about race solely.
Exactly.
You know what people mad about George Floyd? George Floyd? Because it was on camera. It's white. If that shit was on camera, we'll see that shit and be like, oh, that's horrible too. It can't be fucking.
I've seen a lot of shit against trans people on camera.
Well,
I'm not being snarky, so I want to clear that up too because I'm not a hater of the situation. But it's like we got too many subsects within the group. It's gonna be kind of hard to fucking have unity, which I was talking about earlier.
I feel you.
Let me ask you a question. With the LGBT community, let's ask them, what side of the fence do you ride with? Do you straddle on? I mean, if you black, if you're on a black, are you on a black side? Or you don't consider yourself black, you just consider yourself LGBTQ. Like, I mean, that means you're not fighting for the movement either, though, right?
They definitely do consider themselves Black. That's why I said what I've been seeing was different from what Roy was talking about. Like, I didn't see nobody, like, of course they know that they're Black, but they were just saying that when it comes time for their shit too, that people just don't be on their side. Or you have hella, you know, man, it's hella homophobic people in the Black community. And when shit happens, you know, they don't really give a fuck because they don't really fuck with that shit in the first place, be the problem.
Yeah. Or you talking about?
Hey, can I?
It should bother me that, you know, just because somebody's sexual orientation, a Black person, they're a Black person, and then boom, they got killed because they were gay. That should bother you too. Not
if you
because
Black, I ride for you.
that has nothing to do
Black, I
with
ride
it.
for you.
Because they're Black and it's happening. Because it does happen to Black people still more. Everything is more horrible for us. It doesn't matter on every scale, whether it's gay Black people, trans, we're killed more always.
Hey, so we don't ride for them because they gay, or we don't ride for them because they Black.
Gay, I think.
Yeah, see,
the
that's
issue.
tough.
We don't got no problem. I mean, some, huh?
Hey, I don't because people, you know, I was talking to my buddy today exactly about that, and I said I don't have a problem with it, but I know one thing: everybody got a judgment day, and everybody can, you know, quote the Bible. Well, everybody know what the Bible says, so people got their own opinion. Now, I support them because they Black, but as far as supporting something that I don't believe in, which is gay, me personally, I can't support that. I'm just being honest.
if George Floyd was gay, we wouldn't even knew that. All we knew was he was black. If you black and that happened to you, I feel like as a whole we're gonna ride too. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, like when George Floyd, when that happened, nobody's gonna be like, no, they didn't dig into his sexual preference or orientation. That was a black man, no matter if he was trans.
We have no idea if he is or isn't.
That was a black man. Like it was a black man.
Hey, so if that was a black man, we ride for him. His sexual preferences, personal business ain't got nothing to do with it. So don't let them throw no wrench in it and differentiate the two.
That's changing the narrative.
It changed it up. And I heard her say she feel bad, but this the thing about it, you shouldn't feel bad, because one thing about it, black folks the most forgiving people in the world, man. We don't care, man, about none of we the most forgiving people ever. You know what I'm saying?
And inviting people too.
And inviting. We ain't even tripping off all that. But at what point in time, you know what I'm saying, gay people got their voice heard. We need to get ours heard. We can't feel bad about wanting to get our voice heard.
It's not about them being gay or black. It's just them being people.
They ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, they got nothing to do with them being gay. That's your personal business. I don't care. I don't care what your personal business is.
Exactly. You know, it has everything about them being a person. It's about them being a human being. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is. Your sexual orientation has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I don't.
You know
that's your personal business.
Well,
bro.
I hope y'all are happy. Hold on. I hope y'all are. Hold on, Blake. Hold on. No, before you go, I hope y'all are happy because Naomi is gone. No, Naomi is gone now. So I hope y'all are happy. Y'all ran her off. I hope y'all are happy. Nah, I'm fucking with you. She's back on. I'm fucking with y'all.
I'm finna say.
I'm fucking with y'all.
Tell her to feel good about herself.
I'm fucking with y'all.
That did add right quick. Man, cut my shit back on, G. I paid y'all real quick. Nigga, fuck out of here.
Roy, you gotta let this man go because he about to interview.
Go ahead, Chris Blake.
Now, honestly, man, I only had an hour left. I only had an hour for me, man. We've been on this whole like an hour and a half, 2 hours, man. I swear to God.
Well, bye, Chris Blake.
Damn, Mo's sister, Mo said.
Damn, we're playing this shit. Look, come on, what's the next topic?
Okay, here's what I want to go back to. Hold on.
Real quick, though. No, real quick.
Okay, go ahead, nigga.
You know, the biggest reason why, real quick, man, I no jokes. All jokes aside. The reason why LGBTQIA is more letters, I'm getting all the letters. The reason why that shit got more notice and got more traction, you know why? It's because white men are leading that charge. Who made all the fucking rules? White men. So they're going to get way more traction than us. Because they have a subsex, man. That's their fucking like thing. You know, they got more traction because of that. It wasn't solely because they were gay. It's because the people leading the charge are the motherfuckers that made the rules. So like, it's like, you're not included, man. Y'all got a lot of fucking traction, man. So I don't understand how it's got to be a thing about being gay and black.
The white men still don't care about the black people, is what you're forgetting. Their movies still don't give a fuck about them because they're black.
Yeah.
You see what we're doing right now? We're talking about gay shit right now.
So who will? You don't give a fuck about them because they're gay. They don't give a fuck about them because they're black. So that's the problem.
I don't not give a fuck about them. I give a fuck about human beings. I care about them. But at the same time, when we're trying to split that shit up, you're not going to cover anything.
It's not about splitting it up. It's just about not singling them out. Is different. Yes, if you're going to see them as black, see them as black. But when they have a problem that happens to them just because they happen to be gay, you can still stand up for them because they are black. So you don't have to subset them off.
Yeah.
So when we come back, okay, so if they ever get caught on video,
even when you look at women, because we're discriminating on another.
Well, hold on, Blake. To your point, you because that's like the second time you brought up the video thing. There's actually a video out, and I think Naomi and maybe I don't know if Mo alluded to it, but there's a video of a trans person getting the brakes beat off of them.
When did it drop?
Like 30 niggas.
Like yesterday.
I seen it today or yesterday.
Everybody
I don't agree with that.
No, but it's
kind of like Farrah Fawcett down the same day.
But hold on, Blake. It wasn't the police though. It was black. What they're saying is that it was black people that had been out at the protest.
That did it to him?
Yeah.
Like a group of black people.
Yeah, they beat the brakes off of him.
Hey,
I ain't seen it.
Like, just because it ain't on camera don't really mean nothing, bro. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Oh no, I'm saying that's why I'm
fuck on camera, bro.
I'm saying it for a reason. I'm saying the reason why it's so high about George Floyd is because it was on camera. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
pissed. If it wasn't on camera and it was just something that people were saying,
Right.
tweeting about, no video, it wouldn't have this. I know it wouldn't have the same effect. That's the only reason why I'm saying that, bro.
You're right.
For real.
Basically, it was a whole bunch of black
That's
guys.
true. That's true.
Trans person.
Hold on, say it again, Dante.
So basically, it was a whole bunch of like 30 trans guys beating up a trans person.
No, it was straight
Yeah.
guys.
It was straight. I'm saying it was 30 straight guys
fucked
beating
up.
up a trans person, right?
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on. It was 30 trans dudes.
No.
Straight dudes.
No,
Don't
No,
listen
no,
to
the other way around. Other way.
Oh, I was gonna say, bro.
I mean,
what's
who knows
going
who the trans
on?
was in that group, though? It might have been a trans within
Bro,
that group.
y'all
They
threw
just want to
me
be a
up,
part of
bro.
it. You never know. You
Man.
never know. It's like, yo, ain't gonna get me.
Y'all like crazy.
If you,
I'll be on this shit.
Hey, but in all actuality, hey, I'm not condoning
Sorry,
none of that. But I'm not condoning none of that. But that was just. It's not right. But that was a black on black. That wasn't a cop beating up a trans person.
Right.
But it's not right. It's wrong. It's wrong all around.
Right.
All I'm
It's
saying
just
is
differences, man. They're variables.
that's what I'm saying. Like George Floyd, you know what I'm saying? He was killed by a cop. I believe if a trans person was put on his neck just like George Floyd, that happened. If they was black, white, what we stand for them as black, it'd be the same exact thing. Because
Yeah,
we
we'll
wouldn't
ride.
care about
We'll
the
ride.
sexual preference. We wouldn't care about it.
Yeah. Real talk.
So
All
I
right.
care, man, but it's just the reason why things happen the way they happen and they escalate the way they escalate. And video, being attached to something, you're going to get way more emotional about that than hearing about it, especially when it's supposed to be a public servant that's supposed to protect you, quote unquote, protect you, you know? So, like,
Hey,
it's
and then
different, man.
to y'all point, I know it ain't gonna matter if they gay or not. Cause shit, Atlanta just fired them police officers, and most of them was black, and they did it to black kids.
True
You know what
story.
I'm saying?
True story.
The mayor straight up fired them, so it ain't even got nothing to do with all
Hey,
that.
and let me say this. I don't know. Zach is upset with Naomi. Zach said in the chat, he said, I care. I'm white, Naomi. We should not talk in generalities. That's what he
Zach
said.
didn't give it away.
That's
I
what
didn't
he
know he was white
said.
with a name like Zach.
Hey,
That's
No,
what he
just
said.
that cool people though.
Shut the front door, Zach.
Hey, Naomi, Roy made it 10 times.
That's the way he wrote it. That's the way he wrote it.
I
Look,
feel like it was in
okay.
all caps the way he read it.
Let me
Was it in all caps?
let me read it the way he wrote it. I'm gonna read it the way he wrote it. I care. Period. I'm white, Naomi. Period. We should not talk in generalities. Yeah, I'm like that's the way he wrote it.
What he say, Chris? What he say, Chris? What he say, Chris?
Fucking
Y'all,
asshole.
y'all are crazy.
I love you, Zach. You tune in. He's a fucking member of No Strings Attached Army. I fuck with Zach, yo.
Do we got an army now, Blake? Is it an army? Do we got an army?
I don't know, man. I ain't naming it that shit. That's kind of whack. It should be a better name than No Strings Attached Army. Like,
All right.
fuck we militarizing for. We talk about pussy and dick.
Damn.
So we're an army. We're a freak ass army, nigga. Like, fuck out of here.
All right, well, let's go here. Let's go
I
here.
don't like a motherfucker, man. I'm done.
Let's go here real quick.
Bro, good. I'm glad that motherfucker gone. You don't need
Man, that
no
was only
more.
2 Remy's. A half pint of Remy. This ain't doing nothing to the kids.
This shit's great. Okay, let's go here because I want to talk about this because we brought it up. I know Mitchell talked about it and then Mo talked about it a little bit, right? Well, not a little bit. But she talked about it a lot from her perspective. But I want to talk about like interracial relationships or relationships with like right now with a black person with a non-black person. Obviously, I don't know if any of y'all in the relationships. I'm just saying like, what are those conversations potentially like right now? Because from my perspective, I'm like this, right? At this point, I think Dante said it. Like it's a clear line at this time. Like this particular situation ain't no like because some of these past situations, people have been like, oh well, he was running away, or oh well, you know, he had weed in his system, or he had this, or he had that. This is a time where like, yo, a motherfucker was kneeling on somebody's neck for 8 minutes, fam. You dig what I'm saying?
With his hands in his pockets, bro.
With his hands in his
With no
pocket.
expression on his face, a blank face.
Right.
At this point, you got to draw the line.
Right.
Understand it.
So you're just drawing a line right now.
I agree with that.
So how are we feeling right now? And maybe we can expand it not only necessarily from like, a person like in a relationship, but just maybe relationships like maybe friendships, right? Are you having to quote unquote cancel some friends right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a slide delete. I'm having a slide delete block.
Damn.
Damn, man. I'm like Mo.
Damn.
By now, if you give me anything that says I'm not for the movement, I'm blocking you. By now, I'm blocking you. I mean, you can't. That's what I said. That's exactly why I said I grew up around white people. I'm telling you now, I'm sliding, deleting motherfuckers left and right.
That's the problem. We too
is.
forgiving. We too forgiving. You got to draw the line. You see what happened? The tape, it wasn't edited or nothing. You got to draw the line. Either they're gonna be your ally or they're gonna be your enemy. You got to draw the line. And I ain't trying to be mean. The problem is, as black people, we've been taught to be forgiving and forgive them. And this, you got to draw the line. Because if that was your mom, that was your brother, your kid, you gotta draw the line.
What about the police wife? What about the police wife? What about her? She divorced him after this went on. My thing is, you already knew how he was. Yeah. So that's, to me, that's a cover up. Because you knew exactly how he was. He didn't just wake up that day and say, I'ma just be racist and go kill a black person.
They're trying to secure the pension. That's all.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
So what you're saying is
a power play. That's a move. It's a power play, man.
Yep.
So a few niggas done slipped out his mouth in the house before. This ain't nothing new.
No.
Yep.
Ain't nothing new. Hey, wasn't the Asian that was standing in front? Wasn't that his brother-in-law? He was married to his sister, right?
That's what I heard.
Damn, that's crazy.
Allegedly, yeah.
Oh, how about they used to work at the same place?
Yep.
Really?
That's the whole fucked up part.
That's what makes it crazy,
bro.
They knew each other for how many years?
17 years, dude.
It was like,
at the spot,
yeah,
bro.
it was like at least a decade.
What? It was that long?
Yeah,
they used to do like security or something together. Like, they were
like
together.
a couple years. I thought it was like a summer or some shit. I didn't know it was like years.
It was like 17 years.
Nigga said a summer.
I don't know how long
like
it
summer,
was. But the police officer, he worked at the spot for the lady for 17 years, bro.
JC,
But
jump
right
up.
now,
Let me let my
right
nigga.
now, being white though, you can tell if they down for you as a black person or not at this moment. Like right off the bat, you can tell if they down for you or not. You know, like I said, I got kids that's by a white chick and Mexican chick, so you can tell. I got friends, white, like right now, girls, you know, female friends. They got my back to the fullest. You know, they not on that bullshit, and you can tell. But some of them, you can tell they got that little fly ass shit. They say that little fly ass shit. And so I've been telling them right now,
slick.
y'all fucking undercover. That's exactly what y'all is. And get your husband, whoever,
slick.
and a thump come with that. A thump come with it. Cause I'm tired of that shit. Either you claim you my friend, you claim you care about me, but it goes back to exactly what you said, Roy. Some white people feel that they not prejudiced because they fuck with you and you only. Another black, they don't fuck with.
Yep.
Can I chime in?
Of course, Sister Mo, you can chime in.
As far as it pertaining to the relationship aspect with interracial dating, I spoke on this. I got on live real quick. I had some shit to say one day, and I was on Facebook Live, but I was basically just talking about, like, with the shit that I've been seeing, like I said, I have been seeing, and it's not so much that I'm looking for people to be against the movement. I am also notating silence in these times. Like, I'm notating the people who ain't saying shit, who are just, like, real quiet right now and, you know, loud about, you know, black culture any other time of, you know, any other time. I really just hope that people, just like I am seeing that and taking note of that, because my point was, whenever I was talking about this the other day, is I really wish that, like, I hope that something comes out of this to where people understand that whenever, especially when, you know how men are always like, always the women, they have problem with interracial dating, blah, blah, blah. I really hope that some people out there can get that clarity, that it's not necessarily that women are being, or people in general are mad at the fact that you're dating someone outside your race. I think it comes more from the skepticism of, does that person have you like somebody of your own race? And that's where that dislike and that discomfort comes from whenever people say that they don't, like, oh, he with a white girl. Like, I think that really is more so from where it stems from, because I've been seeing people, like I said, who are in relationships with people that aren't black, and those people that aren't black are not on their side. And it's like, okay, now we have been seeing about and I think this phrase is funny. I know it probably shouldn't be funny, but we've been talking about the coonship activated black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, in those cases, I feel like they're allowing their partners to be against it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's where, like I said, the education comes in, because I mean, even like I said, even within my own community, with the Mexican community, I have experienced people like saying some shit just because I'm half black, and like that exists. Like that shit is real. Mexicans are honestly, and I say Mexicans because I am Mexican. I know there's other Latin, groups and shit like that, but I say that because that's my culture. Like, and they be racist as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really have to like pay attention, and I really hope that people are having those uncomfortable conversations right now. Maybe it wakes you up to know that people aren't just coming after your personal life, bro. Like we're trying to be on your side, but we're trying to figure out if you're on your own side first. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how.
If you black and you in an interracial relationship and you quiet about it, what just happened. Hey, you full of shit.
Hey Mo, I got a question.
Let's do money involved.
Straight up.
Hey Mo, I got a question for you since you're talking about the interracial relationships and all that. So I'm out or whatnot, right? And I see
you what?
I'm out. I'm out. I'm moving around. I'm doing me. You hear me?
I know he finna say something good.
Nah. So while I'm out, right, I see a white, you know what I'm saying, white black couple. You feel me? And I hear the white girl come out of her mouth, nigga this, nigga that, nigga this. She talking to her dude. You feel me? So what I'm saying, I heard Mo say, when you talking to your significant other, this, that, and the third. What you think about that? Cause that shit happen all the time.
Nah, they can't use that shit around me. I date right. They can't use that shit around me. No. They can't use that shit. I'm being honest with you. They can't use that shit around me. No way possible.
And it was funny. I look up, she got, mouth full of gold and her mouth, this, that, and the third. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, damn, so she really feel cool. She feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something about who that man probably was. I said the activated thing, but we always have, I guess, refer to it in Twitter culture as the people who just be inviting anybody to the cookout. So just because they with the culture, they like to steal off the culture, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all got to stop inviting people to this imaginary cookout. Because that's what I understand what y'all are saying. Like, we're too forgiving. We're too, like, open about it. Like, you need to shut that shit down. And that man more than likely was activated because he wasn't saying anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to put those people in line. It doesn't matter. And I have seen this argument before, too, with, places that I've grown up. And like, around the community that I'm in and the type of city that I live in, it's like, we have our Mexicans that we grew up with, and because they grew up with so many black people in the hood, they just feel like, oh, I'm part of the community. But people allow that, you know what I'm saying? They will allow that. Oh yeah, he cool because he's from the streets, whatever. And they cool to say the N-word. They cool to, oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. Somebody calling me. But yeah, like they cool to do like, and I that's why I'm saying that's kind of where my standpoint is. That's really up to them. Like, I personally couldn't, at this point in my life, especially, like, see myself being with someone who wasn't any form of black. Like, because I just don't think that understanding is going to be there 100% fully. Like, and I can't say that I have experienced firsthand certain things, you know what I'm saying? But, like I definitely have. And that shit does take an effect. And if people don't really know, like, what they're talking about, how we really feel, like, I just don't think that connection can be there. Like, I really don't have white friends either. I don't have white friends like that. I have a few Mexican friends, you know what I'm saying? But they're respectful. They you know what I'm saying? They are really, like, people that I can fuck with. But other than that, I'm not doing none of that other shit. Like, I understand what y'all saying about, like, y'all know we shouldn't have to guide other people, but that was definitely in his place. He should have definitely said something about that, because he gonna get around the wrong group, or somebody gonna fuck her up doing some shit.
And
like
they
that.
gonna fire from her ass.
Hey, yo, Trail, real quick though, did she have like face tattoos and neck tats to go along with them gold teeth? Now, any tattoo tears? Did you notice any tattoo tears on her face?
Yeah,
if you know some tattoo tears, the bitch put in work, man. She earned that nigga.
Man, I was over there in North Memphis,
nigga, man.
Hollywood.
I'm just saying. Gotta think about it.
I was off Hollywood in North Memphis, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. North Memphis. Nigga, bitch, kill somebody. What's her nigga? Hey, nigga, what you talking about? Ain't no white bitches in North Memphis with no goddamn gold teeth. Nigga, I'm supposed to pronounce everything white. Damn, man, you should have led with that part, Trail. What the fuck, man? You should have talked about that bitch a long time ago.
Hey, what's she? Hey,
white bitch, fam.
Hey, what she say on that jump? Hey, what she say on that jump? Can I say four?
Man, look, man, that whole
What
Gigi
they
is
say
like
on
going to
Hustling
something.
Flow? What she say on Hustling Flow? Can I say Flow?
Real shit.
I'm in charge.
Y'all niggas stupid. Hey, let me let
Yeah, man.
let me let JC get back in here. JC been silent. He been watching you Negroes talk. Talk to me, JC.
Everybody says love is love, right?
Yes, sir.
But not for this case, right?
Okay, talk
So
your
I
shit
wanna-
then.
Gotta do
we
what?
can't
Hold
keep
on. Let's let him talk his shit.
We can't keep contradicting ourselves, man. Either we are or we not.
But
A
JC,
fountain
you
can't
be
give out- a
contradicting
fountain can't
yourself.
give
the
out-
whole
Hold
time.
on. Let's let him talk, and we'll jump in afterwards. Go ahead, JC.
Oh, that guy was at a bar, fool.
Yeah, a fountain can't give out sweet and bitter water at the same time. We gotta make up our minds. That's the problem. We shift our thoughts way too much. We gotta stand firm on one thing. Either we are or we not. And this is on everything. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately for the interracial couples right now that are going through a really tough time, that's on them. They brought that upon themselves. They did that to them damn selves. You know what I'm saying? There's no lifeline here for you. There's no call a friend to see if you can take me. No, nigga, that was on you. You did it to yourself. Now you got to get yourself out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just too much. It's too much BS in my opinion, bro. You know the person that you're marrying. You know the person that you're talking to. You know the person, how they are, who they are. That's why you marrying them. That's why you love them the way they are, right? So now you got to deal with this situation as a grown adult and talk about it the way you're supposed to talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, then hey, that's on them.
Boom, niggas.
Love is love. You I don't know
Yeah,
what.
let's go, man.
That was a rhetorical question. That was a rhetorical question.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It was rhetorical because of the fact that everybody says, "Hey, love is love. You gotta love the person for the." Nah.
I never
was
said
me
love
being
is
sarcastic.
love though. And that shit is, I don't know. I could never have an interracial relationship.
Talk your shit.
Definitely not with a white person. But
You too gangster for that shit, my nigga.
I done changed my ways.
Y'all stupid.
I done changed my ways.
Have you?
It happens, man. It happens.
Hey,
man.
but for real, like,
nah, there's no way I'd be too skeptical. And then like when I'm saying nigga, I'd be like, damn, they can't even say this shit with me. Like,
Unless they white North Memphis with tattoos on their face and gold teeth. I swear to God, they have earned that nigga. They've earned the right to say nigga.
that shit ain't for me. I'm too much of a real nigga.
Talk your shit, Naomi. Talk your shit.
But if that bag looks good,
Talk that shit, Naomi. God damn it. Too much of a real nigga out here, right?
that's what
All right,
I
man.
say though.
All right, man. We can ready to wrap this shit the fuck up, man. I appreciate y'all motherfuckers for jumping on, man, and having a
No,
discussion.
you can. What kind of question is
gotta
that?
have part two.
We ain't done with this
Let's talk
shit.
about this sad ass shit 2 weeks in a row. Niggas back Friday night and talk about oppression. Yo,
Well, I mean,
Get the
honestly,
fuck outta here.
like, I gotta say that, I mean, if people are chiming in about it, people definitely want to discuss it. So
People want
I
to
don't
discuss
see-
it, man.
If
Yeah.
the shit's still going down this time next week, then I'm down for another update. You know what I'm saying?
Talk
Like,
your shit, sister Mo.
You're gonna have a red, black, and green.
yeah, your sister
background.
Mo be out there. I'm out there in the streets.
Mo was
I'm out there on
definitely talking
Twitter.
that
I'm out
shit.
there acting. Period.
Right?
Mo was definitely talking that
Word.
shit.
Y'all niggas make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe, all that fly shit, man. We may be back Friday. We may be back next Wednesday. Let me throw this in one more time for y'all niggas. Hold on. There you go, goddamn it.
Yes.
That's on my
He
toes.
stole them slides, y'all. He stole them slides.
That's my slides. You dig what I'm saying? So
Dubs up, man.
I'm just-
Opposite, man.
I'm just saying, man. Listen, let me say this, man. I respect that, like, everybody got on tonight, man, and like had the opportunity to speak their piece, right? And we were able to disagree without being disagreeable. Everything was respectful, which is the best thing we can do, man. At this time, again, it's just all about, we're just trying to like figure out what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to talk their piece and have their input. there is no, at least I don't believe that there is no singular right answer. I think all of us combined. I know Dante and everybody else talked about different situations. I know Dante brought up like the economic standpoint. That's obviously a huge part of this, right? Because economics rule the world. And listen, man, we got to keep moving forward. We got to keep moving the conversation forward. Keep moving forward as a people, and see what ultimately what this shit takes us, right? I quote a lot from different shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? I quote this, I quote that. Listen, man, I'm just gonna say this for this time to sign off. In this moment in time that we're in, we need everybody to come together. We don't need young versus old. We don't need light versus dark. We don't need this versus that. Everybody come together, man. Do the best that we can while we can. You dig what I'm saying? Because we don't know who's next to be the prey. You dig what I'm saying? So we just got to stick together, man, in this, and we'll figure it out together, man. I appreciate everybody on the panel. Hopefully everybody can come back. Y'all niggas make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe. That's been No Strings Attached. Y'all holla.
Peace.